There was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades, with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Liv, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up where the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi.
What's good, everybody? How we doing today?
Well, we are doing good.
I keep forgetting it's just custom like that. You know what I'm saying?
And as always, we got Didge in the building.
Grand Rising, people.
Grand Rising.
No,
I mean, it is our Black History episode, man.
Hit us with the Pillsbury
Grand Rising.
Right. Kick it off with Black History Month, man. Like I'm excited for February and Black History Month.
That motherfucker rolling through seconds. I got throw.
That shit looks suspenseful as a bitch, man. Like, so we got some added additions to our podcast. We got a timer now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we got a light here. We had that light was on, but I guess it died.
Oh, I didn't know. Where the fuck is this little PlayStation thing? What is this?
I wonder what does that mean when I moved it behind
Where did that come
the
from?
poster.
No,
This.
oh, did you knock out the?
What is this?
It's supposed to light up,
supposed
but
to
check
light
the
up.
battery behind the poster.
Is the battery? Oh, the little battery pack thing?
Yeah.
All right, we'll check it.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, it's right there.
I don't know if I can see anything with it.
But yeah,
We'll
man,
figure it out.
we got some added stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to build. But Black History Month, man, I'm excited for. We got a lot of stuff planned. You know what I'm saying? You may see some new stuff on this episode that you've seen that you're like, yo, what the hell is that? You know?
You might say that. Is this what we talking about?
No, I'm talking about that. Yeah, that's the battery pack.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
Okay, yeah, that is what I was
Oh,
talking
see,
about.
it's lit up.
Is it?
It's just like
It's dying.
those batteries are old
Oh.
batteries. I just kind of use what was around them.
So they dying.
They're dying. Cause they was definitely vibrant when I first plugged them up.
And took a couple shots. That battery like, oh.
I mean, it's a mix and match in there. So, I mean, I get it, too. You know what I'm saying?
But, yeah, man, I want to talk about it now because I was, it's at the top of it, and we talk about Black History Month, but, we are working on a really dope video. By the time you see this, the following Friday, so the Friday coming up after this episode.
So 2 days.
Yep, 2 days. And the video should be, matter of fact, by the time this is actually you watching this, the videos probably should already be there for premieres. But yeah, we got a really, really dope video where it's pretty much called "What Does Black History Month Mean to You?" brought to you by the Blerd community. And we have over 30 Blerds, and I'm talking about heavy hitters: Blerd.com, HBCU, anime, Girls Can't Geek, Black Girl Nerds, Urban Anime Lounge, Pikachu Lita, Pierre Steps, Crystal Chanel. We just got a lot of really dope people involved in this, and I really, really want you guys to check it out and go see it, because it's very important, man. It's we're having a really dope conversation about Black History Month, and I'm excited that Geekset was able to be the person, the group, the curator of it, and put it together, man. So I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Put this really good Black History Month content out.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's definitely, it always feels good to be able to contribute to the month, to our history month.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of just being someone who's consuming everything and seeing it you can actually put some stuff out there.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a really good, especially start the month out with it.
Man, my whole philosophy, and it's funny because I was like, yo, we actually been doing it. We just didn't think about it. 2022 has been our year of really already of just do it. You had this idea for Geek 2.0 and you just did it. Right? We came up with this idea for the Black History Month. Just did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Didge with Geekset Rewind and the stuff that he wanted to put out with it. Just do it. We spent a lot of time during Geekset talking about things we want to do.
Right.
And then I feel like now we're finally at that point. Fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's what I was saying. I was saying as much as our last podcast was such a
clusterfuck.
what I want to call it.
It was a unique mess.
stamina check. You know what I'm saying, for our visitors, our listeners.
A beautiful disaster.
You know what I'm saying?
We can
Like
throw
I was saying, like that was probably like the top of our year. Like
Yeah.
like I said, that's how the year. To me, I was like, that's how the year gonna be, bro. Like that was like our most expressive, our most like everybody wanted to get their shit off. Like it was really like, nigga, I'm trying to say what I got. You know what I'm saying? Like it was our most like. Everybody just had to talk. Like it was no order. It was no.
It was
like
all over the
starting
place.
the year. I'm like, bro, if that's the start of the year, we gonna be busy as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that just really mean that it's like everybody got shit they want to do or just talk about it, whatever, and it's gonna constantly just be shit just coming out. So
I mean,
that's how I viewed it. Like it was definitely a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Like it's gotta be.
But like
organized.
even with Sofrito Papi coming back, like, and then like, you know what I'm saying, like the extra stuff that we're about to get from Sofrito Papi from Lib, like it's just again just doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lib started making dioramas. He just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Nike as fuck right now. Like we are really just going out and making shit happen.
We just do it now, Nike.
I don't think we can take
We
this.
just do it
No,
now.
We just do it now. After now, just do it now.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm excited about it. But I do have an interesting question. So as I was doing this, I was having conversation with people, and one of the questions people would start like talking about certain things within blerd culture or like black history and stuff like that. I wanted to ask y'all, who was the first black geek nerd that you attached to, like that you identified with?
Fam, honestly, I'm gonna be truthful.
Or black character.
Oh, I'm gonna say okay, black, because I have to think black. So let me think black.
Well, while y'all say, I'll say mine. So that way y'all can have some extra time to think. But for me, it was legit the Black Ranger, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I think back on all the black characters, cartoon characters, and anything, the first black character or person on TV that I wanted to be the Black Ranger as a kid. I wanted to be that so bad.
And I'm trying. You put me on the spot. I'm trying. To
Honestly,
I mean, it's the best type of question.
you just in terms of not wanting to take your answer, because you were right. I wanted to be a Power Ranger, and he was the Black Ranger, and I wanted to be a Black Power Ranger, so he was who I wanted to be.
Hey, it's okay. We got the same answer.
No, I want to. I don't want the same answer. We'll call that B. That'll be answer B for me. Honestly, Vince LaSalle from Recess.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah,
he was like the cool dude of the group.
He sure was.
Everybody around, like on the playground. Oh, Vince.
Right.
Like Vince, he gonna get it done. And
he had the jersey and shit.
Yeah, he had the jersey. He was good at sports.
I mean, that's hard. I mean, mine would probably be like someone as far as who I really want to be would definitely be Static Shock.
Oh,
that's a really good
Static
one.
Shock would have been, because I mean, even how, like, because I mean, he had a white, like I grew up like I didn't have all black friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like he had a white friend who was just as normal as a white person. Like it wasn't like a white dude acting black and all that. Like he had regular black friends, a white friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he just really was a regular dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think Static Shock was definitely somebody I looked at the most. Like, I was like, bro, that's like a power I would want.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what
Right,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can take that. I'll deal with
Bro,
that. You know what I'm saying?
what makes Static Shock so dope is just like when you go back and like watch it or just kind of consume it again, like, again, he was a kid from the hood, but like, again, like the same, it wasn't just all bad for him, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to protect the hood, you know what I'm saying? Then he was fighting against the Boom Babies, which were people who was in his neighborhood, but they was influenced by a negative outside source. So it's still, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it was like they made it was really wholesome.
Yeah.
And not like if you think about watching any like Hero now.
Yeah.
Like, it's chaos, and it
didn't feel
was
like you had
really
everything had to be get it
neighborhood
out the
shit.
mud.
Yeah.
Like, it was a real neighborhood, and this nigga had fucking powers. Like,
and the fact that
like,
he was resourceful as hell, because remember his hoverboard was the top of a trash lid.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Everything wasn't getting out the mud with it.
he was, all of it was, and that's what I'm saying.
I feel like the opposite. I felt like he was, because get it out the mud almost for me felt like you came from where it's like you had to struggle. Where his was like. His was just neighborhood, like you said, it was just neighborhood stuff.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
I see what Didge is saying.
It wasn't a
because you know when we
woe is me type story.
Now when we look back,
Right.
Like, so here's the thing, like, and I told my mom and dad this the other day, not the other day, but a while back ago. I was like, you know what? I was like, now that I'm grown, I look back at some of the stuff that we kind of did and we went through, and I was like, we was really struggling. She was like, yeah. I was like, but at that time, as a kid,
you don't think about it.
I don't think that, and that's how I feel about Static. Like Static, he in the hood and there's stuff going on. I feel like in Static's mind, this is just my neighborhood. And I gotta protect my neighborhood.
Whereas,
but
I feel like now when they in the same situations, like, well, he in the hood. We gotta show that he in the hood. We gotta show. Lights is out. Like it just felt like he in the hood, but.
Like he still had a decent family, like they, like a house, like they did, like nowadays they would have made this nigga come home, and you'd be like, this nigga needs to be a villain.
Yeah, so that's to get it out the mud.
Yeah, that's what he said. Not like get it out the mud.
Ain't that.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was really like the cart. Like if you think about, especially if you thought about even being a hero, you like, bro, this is the safest hero. Like he's not really like, you know what I'm saying? Like no one died, no one like this nigga might.
No. Somebody died because I remember. I can't remember the episode, but there was
I don't remember that episode.
There was an episode and his friend. I think his friend Pops died or something like that. It was like a sad ass episode because
was it gang violence?
Yeah, it was gang violence.
Okay, well that makes sense. Then it was the 90s.
And
that
might have been the moment where Static was gonna kill, and he was like, I can't like.
Well, he was trying to help. He was trying to help his friend because his friend's dad or was in the mix of some stuff, and so like they had an ending moment where it was like Static. Like he was kind of dealing with it. Like I can't understand why I couldn't save him and stuff like that. Because if I'm not mistaken, Green Lantern was even in that episode because he was the one that let him know, like, yo, man, like
it happens.
You know what I'm saying?
It was the 90s. That you almost had to have one of those
like you had to have one of those. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what like I said, Static Shock though. Watching it is like. Oh, he fighting these people. I know, like you fighting people. I see these people all day long. Right. Project niggas and I'm like little hard. Like,
and that's it. Even the villains though, like that was like they were influenced by an outside villain. So it's like it shows you like, damn, like yo, this may be your homie you grew up with, but then he got into some shit.
Like like they put Static. Like if you really look at, they put Static Shock on such a low scale that he really only dealt with the henchmen of bosses. Like, I need y'all to go rough up the. Like, I need y'all to go burn down this deli and get my money. And that he like, I'm in that neighborhood.
He was truly the friendly neighborhood. Like, I know Spider-Man supposed to be friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but he was truly just neighborhood.
And I feel like no villain came now because they like, you not finna tell me some little nigga boy. You know what I'm saying? Some little nigga to sit y'all out here. Get y'all ass back down there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I think eventually he does find the leader of the Boom Babies, and if I'm not mistaken, I feel like it was like a major outside guy that was trying to take over the hood, but he used this gang violence of the Boom Babies.
Right,
like man, it was crazy.
It was a great written. Like I mean, if you do start, I know they're talking about doing it again. So I mean,
shout out to Dwayne McDuffie because I think we talked about it before about how we don't got so much bad versions of it because how the family treated it.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like that's what I'm saying. Like so that's what I really would hope. Because I mean. We don't. I know as a people now in society, we don't want a child friendly ass Static Shock that's going to come out live action, but he was that innocent. He really was like the Black Spider-Man in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
before we had Miles, that's all we had. We
had
Static
like he was a very like if they were able to bring him into the fold of like Justice League or whatever like that, like he would be in that same room and be like Spider-Man going to whatchamacallit. Like he's still he was this kid just from the hood and only worried about his neighborhood that didn't know nothing about this shit. Like I said, like if you think about the cartoon in general, it was literally like he never knew nothing about what's going on in the outside world at all. Like he literally was just a neighborhood. He was a neighborhood Static Shock. You know what I'm saying?
And I think one of the reasons why I'm also excited for actual movie, and I think it's because of was it Raising Dion that Michael B. Jordan produced?
Oh yeah,
because Michael B. Jordan is supposed to be producing the Static Shock.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been rumored out. Of course they haven't, but he's been rumored around it. And if so, I trust him because of how he did Raising Dion.
Yeah,
like,
Raising Dion
was so dope to me.
Yeah, I didn't they do this is the second part?
Yeah,
season 2 might come out.
I think the trailer's already out.
I want to say the actual season comes out probably
in February, maybe.
Yeah,
I wanted to say February 3rd.
So it's like what I'm saying, and like and that's the thing, like when you have trusted people who you can trust like behind it, because again, think about Michael B. Jordan who he probably had that similar thing. Like when you look at Michael B. Jordan or you hear his story, same thing. Like he was in the hood, but he wasn't the gangster. But he it's like that's the one thing that I always tell people. Like there's more people in the world who grew up around and in the hood who yes you have the opportunity and you could have went down that route but you didn't, but you still know about the ills and everything.
I mean, you're gonna pick up the mannerism you grew around it, like you grew up
around it, and
so like you can easily be like if you this is what you got to be in a role, whatever. Like I know what that looks like.
You know what I'm saying? And so like that's something that like you know what I'm saying, like when you have somebody like that who has the influence like Michael B. Jordan, that if he is truly involved with it, he does have a certain level of trust with me, that I'm like, oh yeah, if he's doing this, and I know that, you know what I'm saying, like there's certain people around him. Like shout out to Sterling Brim. So I've been watching the Wine and Weed podcast a lot lately, right?
Okay.
Now,
Isn't it Stilo?
well, Sterling Brim, Stilo Brim.
I just figured he professionally go by Stilo. But...
Either or, he says it on there.
Does he say Sterling on Wine and Weed?
He said both. Yeah, he said Sterling. But the thing about it is that, like, so watching it, and there was one episode that he said, he was like, dog, it's funny because he said, you know, he's from the south side of Chicago.
Right.
And he was like, but everybody only knows me from Fantasy Factory and on Ridiculousness. He was like, he's like, so I meet black people and they be like, damn fam, I didn't even know you was like a nigga. Like he sound like
wild.
When he talks, he sounds like Kanye. Like, but early Kanye, like, what up, fam? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? Yeah,
or Chris Redd, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the comedian Chris Redd from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
He is truly a Chicago nigga, and his best friend that he grew up with, Michael B. Jordan. Like, they met on Hardball. They've been best friends since then, and stuff like that.
Hilarious. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Stilo Brim was on Hardball?
Yeah, he was the one that got shot. Or no, or the one that shot. He was a little he was
really.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Mhm.
I definitely thought Stilo Brim was literally just that. Like,
No.
ridiculous and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Cause that was like, and so that's why he got so many industry connects. But like, if you think about it, if you have people like that around you, like, there's no way that you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that they'll call each other on some bullshit. Like, there was an episode where Michael B. Jordan came on there, and I think that was the realest that's when I realized, like, oh shit, like, Michael B. Jordan is that's a nigga for real.
I can see Michael B.
Well,
Jordan
you can see it, but, like, you know, he has gotten so far, like,
That
he has gotten
polish
so big
because of
he got, you
the
know what I'm
Hollywood
saying?
polish.
But when you with your homies, you gonna have that moment, and
Yeah.
the way that they do their podcast is not an interview. It's like, literally, we just talk about what's going on during that week. So if you on there, whatever happened that week, but they was just chopping it up, and I'm just like, yo, damn, and you start to see that. So I'm like, yo, like, he get it, like, he is just like us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's dope. So I'm like, yeah, he got that level of trust. So, like, if we get, like, and then, like, they're trying to get old boy from Stranger Things to be
I heard about that too. Yeah, I mean, I think he got a good. I think he's a good look for it. I know it was him and somebody else. I remember that it was pointing at first too.
They were saying him, and then I think you might just be mistaken. They wanted fam from Blackish to be Miles. So those, because every time somebody brings up Static, Miles gets brought up too.
Yeah, old boy from Blackish, the kid from Blackish.
Oh,
they
yeah,
want him
yeah.
to be Miles Morales.
I don't know that those. Like I said, once Static gets brought up, Miles gets brought up. So they're always in constant. You always hear the same conversation.
But I love, and it's funny because even though it's DC versus Marvel and shit like that, the creators of Miles and, like, Static, like, they have embraced, like, in real life, they would probably be homies together. Yeah. And I love that. I love the fact that we see that. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, Spider-Man, like I said, that's what I'm saying, like, in general. Like, Spider-Man and Static Shock as a character, like, they really are very similar. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you make a once you make the Miles Morales one, then it's like, now you even more key. But it's like, just like, not saying an origin or anything in that nature, but just how he was as a hero in, like, for a standalone comic, like, they stand very similar to each other. But once you do Miles Morales, then it's like, bro, you pretty much got two literally, like, the same characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because you already, from that, like I said, from our standpoint, or anybody reader, it's like, you're going to be invested in both of these stories exactly the same way because it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can put the mark, you know, you can put the marks together, like, yeah, it's close to Spider-Man, but then when you add Morales, like Miles Morales, it's like, nigga, no, they the same. Yeah. They one and the same. So it's hard to really, you got to embrace it like that, because it's like, it's hard to really separate them because they're both teenage kids growing up in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and so I mean, yeah, I love the fact that I hope we really do get them both, like the live action of both.
I really do. I hope we get both of them. That would be dope.
We need it. Like, I think those are the things that, like I said, as we got older, we didn't have, like, it's for any kid now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we were kids
now got it. They got it really good.
Like, we didn't have this abundance of things.
Especially, like, have you been seeing all the Encanto stuff? Is it Encanto? I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
all the kids.
That Disney, so, you know, so I got my kids. We be watching it. Bro, that's
They Disney hit another one with y'all with that one, man.
That's something with Moana. And then they got
I'm hearing is
they got a song on there called "We Don't Talk About Bruno." And fam, so I've been on record saying that Frozen is overrated and it's like Moana was 20 times better and had better music. But they got this song called "We Don't Talk About Bruno," and that has eclipsed the chart over "Let It Go" from Frozen.
It showed up. It showed up. I was just listening to a playlist. I think it was just it might have been just top 25. Like I usually listen like top 25 from different cities.
Oh, it was on there?
It was number 1 in LA.
Duh,
it's
number one.
It was number 1 in LA.
Slappers in that song because it's and then like what's funny is so the main character, she's like more of like the nerdy type and everything like that, and she's like it deals with like heritage, like everybody gets a power, and so they thought that she did not have a power, so she's kind of shunned and outshunned. Right now, there's this one character who's her sister. She's supposed to be like the beautiful one and everything like that.
Right.
But then like there's so many different characters in the family, right? And they got this one that was like super buff, right? But like she was like the rock behind the family. So the creators of it, they said that they had to fight to keep her buff. That was
I saw that
they didn't want her
article.
to be buff and everything like that, right? The funny thing about it is that Disney thought that everybody was going to want the princess-looking type of girl.
Yeah.
And they made an abundance of her and the main character when really all the little girls really wanted the buff one. And her song also, it goes, don't forget about Bruno. I forgot her song name, but her song is the next slap out of it. Like her song.
Fam, the We Don't Talk About Bruno one. Like I said, I was listening to the playlist. The beat came on. I'm like, this
it
good.
goes.
All right. Then it came on. I was like, oh, that's the song from Encanto. Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't seen this. I turned it off. I was like, I'm gonna watch the film because I want to hear it in the film.
I'm gonna have to watch this Encanto.
But like, it's crazy just with that. Like going back to how kids today, they can see themselves.
Yeah, because it's about a Colombian family.
Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's so many kids who like their parents are just either just sharing it, like they'll be like, "Look, mommy, that's me," and it's like because you see like little dark skin, like, little dark skin kid, and they like, "That's me." What you talking about? Like one kid, he damn near got mad at his mom because she was like, "Well, this is just Encanto." He's like, "No, ma'am." This is me.
But see, that's why I had Moana up higher than Frozen, because Moana, they kind of dealt with that like Hawaiian culture and everything that they were dealing with, and like it had more soul attached to it. And so did Encanto. I feel like Disney, when they're really in their bag, is when they let somebody of whatever culture, race, a movie based off of that, and then they put that heritage in it. Frozen didn't have any heritage.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like when you do any of the white Disney ones, they literally got to be some fucking fairy tale. Like it's not, like it's never like no Irishman who came to the States.
Well, no, because what was it? That's the only other one. That's the only one I heard when I guess it was the Brave. I think that's what it was.
Oh, but
called.
Brave still. That's. But okay. I don't remember the
She
Brave.
was Irish. That was the redhead one.
Oh yeah, the redhead. Yeah.
But still,
that was the. Well, I don't even know if she was Irish, but whatever. She was redhead.
Scottish, Irish,
Scottish,
whatever.
I think she
But
was.
either way it goes, that's still a culture.
Yeah, that was Scottish culture.
That's still a culture.
Scottish culture.
There's no culture in Frozen. That's the fairy tale.
No. But I'm just saying that was the only one, predominantly white, I guess, that I heard. Like,
That
this
makes
is culture.
But I mean, I think that's even though too. Like just as a like.
You gotta have some roots.
There's not even that though, but I think Disney's really good at it. Like you know what I'm saying? You have to give them that, like, as much as the world or whatever, we try to feel like there's no inclusion or whatever, Disney can make like heritages and other cultures really they know how to put.
They just started probably like the past.
They 10 years. They just not. Yeah, I'm saying, but they've been on a roll.
Yeah.
As of late, and I think it's like you're saying, because they've been letting people of the culture be the ones to actually direct.
Yeah.
And put it all
However,
together.
I mean, Soul was kind of trash, bro.
I didn't see
Soul.
Soul was kind of.
I didn't believe in it though.
Soul it was trash. It was mid. It's all.
I didn't believe in it
when,
because we wasn't they wasn't even real.
I'm
like
saying immediately when he became, he was immediately not a
black person no more.
I was
I'm like, bro, that let you know we ain't got no culture, nigga. Like they like, bro, we gotta get this nigga a mythical story,
that Soul was so mid. I was like, come on, man.
Because it was reading more like the soul of music or some shit.
I mean, no, but they could have, because when they did
more.
When they did Princess and the Frog, that was based off of like
Creole. That was
Creole culture.
So I mean, that's
they could have did a story similar to that. There's other pockets of black culture around the country.
I mean, that I will say that they are struggling still with that.
With black people?
Yeah,
yes.
Of course.
Disney. I don't understand why. Like, and my thing is that too though. Like, was are we still dealing with them not letting a black person direct
I
the
think
black
so.
movies?
I don't know who directed so.
I'm almost willing. I'm almost positive it wasn't black. Like I'm almost positive they weren't black.
From that trailer, because that nigga would have been like, "What we doing with this nigga?" Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But
Pete Doctor.
No, look, he is. He looked like the nigga from
The
SVU.
the main person is Pete Doctor, who's a white, and then
He looked like the nigga
his
from-
co-director was black, Kemp Powers.
oh, he ain't had no power. He needed him to get in.
The main dude like the nigga from SVU. The dude who got his own Law and Order spinoff now, Stabler. He looked like, fam, from what I can see from here.
Yeah, that's Pete.
That nigga like a district attorney. like that nigga look like he is definitely he either a nigga that they trying to find in SVU. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely one of them niggas. Like we looking for this nigga. Or he just came in like I'm part of the district attorney office now.
Yeah, like
I'm mad. Yeah, so that was no soul. He had no, and I ain't watching it, but I was like,
I didn't see it, but like you said from the trailer,
yeah.
Because even not having kids, I'm like, I'll still check them out. A good movie is a good movie.
Oh, but I love this. Like Emperor's New Groove is still top tier.
Yeah,
that's top tier. And I watched that on my own. Went to Blockbuster when it was around and rented it and brought home and watched it.
Yeah, that
like Emperor's New Groove was top. Yeah. The commercial, the trailer, I still remember that. I was like, I'm going to see this. I'm not gonna go to the movies, but when it hits Blockbuster,
Damn,
I am
now that I think about it, all my favorite Disney movies outside. What is Robin Hood one?
Robin Hood's my favorite. Yeah, Robin Hood.
No, but the Fox one.
No,
yeah,
that's a Disney.
No, I know it's Disney, but is there culture in it? Because I'm thinking about it.
That's literally the story of Robin Hood.
Well, yeah, I know that because so here's where I'm going. Lion King, that's more like African culture, like because they're dealing with the African animals and everything like that. That's one of my favorite. Aladdin, that's Indian culture. That's like
Middle Eastern. I don't know. Yeah,
well, I mean,
but
either way goes.
But they're also stories.
They're stories, but I'm saying Middle Eastern story, right? One of my favorite. I'm trying to think what else is up there for me.
Toy Story.
Okay.
That's still top. I mean, that's a story about toys.
Okay.
Toy Story is.
But like I said, the Robin Hood one, but the Fox one. Like I feel like a lot of people forget about that one, and that one is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Wasn't a huge fan of that one.
What?
The Fox Robin Hood?
Nah, I wasn't.
Oh my god, I watched that so
the really old
much.
one, right? Yeah, the old
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I watched that so
That's where Baloo came from, nigga. Like Baloo was a working man before that nigga got better to go sing the Jungle Book. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, but
bro,
he didn't shine to
when
the Jungle Book.
when that Robin Hood, when he shot the second arrow and split the arrow,
that
nigga,
was the first time you ever saw that.
That was the flex.
was.
Like, nigga, what?
The first time you ever saw that. Like, ever saw it. Like, you ain't not a fan of Robin Hood? Like,
Man.
but see, like,
Honestly, no. The story of Robin Hood is like.
But see, like mine compared to those back ones, Sword and Stone is my top tier. Like Sword and Stone is like that was quality Disney content. Like Sword and Stone.
Hey, you disagree,
bro? King Arthur, like, bro. Merlin, just the witch battle between Merlin and what's her name? Alone. Alone. And the owl, nigga, the owl killed like. Iago ain't got shit on Merlin's owl.
Okay.
Archimedes, Iago could never.
All right.
I could never.
Right.
Sword in the Stone is top tier Disney content, bro. Top tier, bro.
Tier? I don't know if that's hitting top 10.
Bro, you are a fool.
I don't know if that's hitting
You
top
are
10.
a fool. You need to watch it again.
I'll watch it again, but I feel like I can name 10 Disney.
You can't. You probably no.
10 Disney does better.
That's
I feel like I
better?
Could. I feel like I could.
I feel like you reaching. I feel like you're gonna get some shit off that was on TV or some shit.
No, I feel like if we're going all Disney movies, I feel like I could.
You ain't watched every Disney movie. So you just audio collection what you watched?
Out of my collection of what I've watched, I feel like I could. I don't think it's top 10.
You don't think it's top 10? Yeah, you wild. You wild. Even if you didn't say it's 10, I'd be like, all right, I'll give you that.
It might be 11 or 12, but I don't know if it's top 10.
You don't want to put it in your 10. That's like you ain't.
I don't think it is. Cause that 90s run of Disney movies they damn near didn't have a miss during that entire decade.
You talking with the Aladdin and everything and all that?
That almost that entire decade, they damn near didn't have a miss.
And that run was hard, bro. We got Aladdin, Lion King, Jungle Book,
that's
Cinderella.
Cinderella was in the same. That's earlier.
Okay, Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
Peter Pan.
That's what I'm saying. Like they
Peter Pan with the
like
That Peter Pan with the alligator and hook.
That's older though.
Is it?
Let me go. Let me look.
That's what I'm saying, like, all Peter Pan and all that's during Sword in the Stone. Like that was 89 or 88, some shit like that, dog. The 90s was like, you got to think even about the drawing. Like the drawing of 90s cartoons was
There's
completely.
no way this is right.
So here we go. Disney movies 1990 to 1999. Aladdin, I'm better. DuckTales the movie, better.
Ooh, DuckTales the movie. Wait.
DuckTales the movie's better.
I don't know. I don't think I'm putting that over Sword and Stone.
Okay. I'd put Sword and Stone over Beauty and the Beast. I wasn't a huge fan of Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin.
You said Aladdin. Right?
Did I say they got Aladdin on here twice? That's wild. Let's see what else. Mighty Ducks. Are we doing animated?
I'm just doing animated.
Okay, just animated.
You out here doing a lot.
Okay.
So here's what I got animated. I got Nightmare of Christmas.
Better.
I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Better.
Mulan.
Better. I'd put Mulan over it.
I wouldn't. Bugs Life.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay, Beauty and the Beast.
Nah.
Aladdin.
Yes.
All right, I put that. That's the one.
So that's 3 for me, by the way.
Okay.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Yes.
Yep. Pocahontas.
Yes.
What?
I would.
Okay, I'm out. Toy Story.
Yes.
Okay, I can do it. Are we including? Are we saying the Toy Story franchise as a whole, or are we doing separate?
That's
movies?
no, fam. That's just,
No,
Because Toy Story 2
like, it's only one Sword in the Stone. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
you like,
it's
bro.
over.
Hold on. Shipwreck.
Nah.
I don't even know what that was.
But like I said, DuckTales the movie because he hasn't got to that yet. That's already
DuckTales the
7.
movie. Rescuers Down Under.
Nah.
I remember Rescuers Down Under.
I do too. Because I'm trying to get to just all the cartoons because they're showing us all the Disney movies. So
Yeah, I'm looking too.
dog, Disney was pop. Goofy movie. Okay.
Yep, Goofy
So
movie.
I got 4 above it right now. So far.
Like, Goofy movie might be top tier.
Oh,
Goofy movie is top tier.
Definitely. Nobody
Like, bro, I'm just saying.
Hercules.
Yes. I can't believe I forgot her. Yes.
Are you putting Hercules?
Hercules.
I mean, but see, like y'all.
I'm not.
I'm not like y'all saying like I didn't say that Sword and Stone was 1 in my top tier.
No, I'm just saying.
you
I'm just trying to
you
figure out
actually
above
trying
it.
to name 10.
Right, yeah. So I mean, so even y'all. I'm not asking like half the shit y'all said
I'm not
90s.
putting-
I agree with too, but I'm
No,
saying
no.
it's still in my top 10.
I only got 4 before it right now.
I do have 9.
In the
You
ni-
might-
if
you
I'm-
might be
if
right.
I'm
It
talking
might
about,
hit 10.
I'm talking about just 90s movies right now. I only got 4 90s movies.
Because that's what I'm saying. All y'all doing is comparing me out of just 90s. Y'all, I said,
Well, I'm just saying-
said for me out of my
well,
top 10.
because Ditch argument was that 90s run.
Yeah, he said the 90s
Well,
run was better.
I said all of them. We haven't even got to any of the 2000s.
Tarzan.
Yes, there go 10. So it is 11 or 12 because there's 10 right there.
I'm
putting
But I mean,
Tarzan.
and I also,
I'm not putting Tarzan above
but
it.
see, also like I said, I think it's that big difference too. Like your run of the 90s was my 80s run.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So I ran through all of that old shit.
Okay, so hold on.
And got 90s.
So
you know what I'm saying?
now,
Because that 90s run was elite.
It is elite.
Like,
It is elite. But like I said, what I'm saying, like Sword and Stone of the 80s run got a place in my heart.
okay, quick question.
Like
All
it's
right.
in my top 10.
Because so we got Jungle Book 2. I'm definitely not putting that above it. Planes.
You still in the 90s?
No, now
No,
this is
not
all. This is just all. Planes. I'm definitely not putting above it. Chicken Little, Brother Little,
Yes,
Atlantis.
yes,
Nope. I'm just going over trying to see like if there's anyone that I'm like, oh, I gotta put that above it.
And see,
right
my
now.
thing is really,
Ooh, dinosaurs in the '80s.
who
Dinosaur
the fuck was Dinosaur?
with Littlefoot.
Land Before Time.
Land
Boy,
Before
that's
Time.
what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
I thought he was talking about the dinosaur show.
Hell, that's not like Disney
oh, no,
did the
Land-
dinosaur show.
Land
Like,
Before Time.
Yeah, Land Before
Yeah.
I'm
Time.
putting Land Before Time. So now I got 5.
So that knocks it down to 12.
but y'all, now he going all time.
I'm just trying to see what's above.
my original statement was
I'm
all time.
past his. I'm just trying to see if
My
I'm
original,
putting it.
my
Oh, you
original
just still
statement
trying
was
to see it?
all time.
You just trying to see if it's still in your 10.
Fox and the Hound. Nah, I'm not. Trying to think. So that Peter Pan. I think I may. I'm just trying to see if it's in my 10.
13.
Peter Pan.
Y'all just doing a lot, fam.
Fam,
You ain't been there, though, bro. You wasn't.
Fantasia. Ooh, I'm not putting Fantasia. Well, no.
You wasn't there
Nah,
in the
I'm
80s, fam. Like you
Nigga,
wasn't there.
I'm with you. I'm
I mean, you still get.
I'm just trying to figure out what if there's anything that I would put above it. Right now, I got 5 above it. DuckTales movie, I'm not. Even though I love DuckTales movie. Tarzan, I'm not. Tangled,
It
definitely
just need
not
to be in your
Frozen.
top 10. That's all I was saying. Like,
That's what I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to go.
You finna go through hundreds of Disney
No,
cartoons
nigga,
to see if it's.
I'm about to be done, dog.
You
Damn,
got
nigga.
5 niggas more to go through. Like you shifted through trying to find 5 more. I'm like, I just say this in my top 10. It's
It's
top
probably
10.
in my top 10. It's probably
It's
my
top.
10.
It's top
It's
10
Oh,
for
I
me.
forgot
Like,
about James and the Giant Peach.
like
I ain't saying. I'm just talking about movies I forgot about.
I'm just saying this top like
Take it easy.
And it's just because
James and the Giant Peach was cold though. By the way, that didn't deserve a look like that.
I'm just saying above that.
Like
above
my
Sword
thing, like mine was to me like just like the Sword and Stone though was just probably one of the like in the 80s, one of the first because a lot of like Aladdin, all them like the 90s runs was like a lot more funnier, a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Sword and Stone was probably one of the only ones I ever watched during the 80s that was fucking hilarious to me.
Oh yeah,
that's fair.
Like it was literally one of the funniest Disney cartoons with having like Archimedes ribbon, like all that shit that they was doing.
Right.
Archimedes was a true asshole, and I was, as a kid, I'm like, this owl is the funniest nigga I've ever heard. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so that's like that. That's what I'm saying. Like so to me, and like I said, the Merlin versus the witch fight when they were just changing and going back and forth, and even when the nigga got turned to a squirrel and they was like fucking with the, like that shit is my shit.
I'm
bro.
with you.
Like I said, no, I'm not. I didn't say it was. Like I said, I knew.
You just said it's not top 10.
Yeah, I knew it was
not
my
top
top
10.
10.
It's not your top 10.
It ended up probably 11, 12.
I can see that. It had a lot. That's probably one. I think I watched it on Humbug.
You know what?
Recently on Disney.
Now
thing, like, bro,
if you're watching this in the comments, I want you to list your top 10 Disney animated movies. It could be 3D animation as well.
Yeah, definitely could be 3D.
Animated
top 10?
movies.
Whoa, give us top 5.
No,
give us top 5.
Okay,
That's
top
a lot of
5.
time. That's a
Top
lot of
Top
time.
fives?
Like we won't
Top
take
five.
up your whole day. We won't take up your whole day.
All right, top 5. we should cause like we
Of
did a
all
lot of this
time,
talking.
too?
Of all time. We should throw a graphic of ours.
I mean, I can probably.
We should throw a graphic of ours.
I mean, I can go.
We'll
through
come up with our top 5 and then we'll
top 5. Yeah, I can do a top 5.
Yeah, make sure you follow us at GeeksetPodcast on any social media platform.
Unfortunately,
That's where we're gonna put our list.
Unfortunately, what's that main in my top 5 though?
Okay,
like Sword and Stone is up there. It's in my top 10, but it's not in my top 5.
We'll just make the list. We'll make the list and put it out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And then we'll have y'all rank each other's list, and then we'll put.
We'll
it
make
in
sure.
there.
We'll make sure to tell Liv. I feel like his gonna be
outlandish.
outlandish.
Off the wall.
He finna say some weird shit.
So speaking of, on the same train of Black History Month, as you can tell, this is gonna be a Black History Month ass episode.
and Disney.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, we started off talking about culture.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So we all, like I said, got into anime and everything like that.
Is Piccolo black? That's our.
So that's the question of the month.
We already established that. But you know what the funny thing? I just saw somebody said that I don't care what anybody say. The main cast of Arthur was all black.
Yes. Even Buster, he's just albino.
Yes, he was albino. I saw that post. What do you think about that?
I can see that. I can.
The intro alone, it came in too island.
Low key, DW had a bob. That was a bob, bro.
You saying the bob? You think he had a bob?
No,
there?
DW.
His
Oh,
sister.
his sister.
Not Arthur. DW had a bob. That motherfucker was flowing.
and his dad acted too much like my dad. His dad reminded me of my dad too much. So I'm black, so he got to be black.
No, I mean, I can see that. I mean, who was that written by? Like, who rated that?
I'm almost positive.
Also, Skeeter was black, right? And Doug?
The Skeeter was definitely.
Yeah, Skeeter was definitely black.
I mean, it's always what's always funny to me in any kind of like cartoon, anime, whatever. Is like the most awkwardest person. We tend to be like, he's definitely like,
or the person that's like who's no nonsense. Because the reason why we said Piccolo's black is because like Piccolo always looked like I am sick of this shit.
Yeah,
like Piccolo.
Like I'm mad. Like I have these moments where I'm mad that Piccolo's black. Because it's like, bro, just go back to your own. Like, just leave these niggas alone. Yeah, leave these niggas alone.
Go back home.
Yeah.
Dynamic, dog.
Like, why you hanging around these niggas? They don't give a fuck about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you really like you know what I'm saying? Like you watching their kids? Like, what you got? Get you a life, my nigga.
At least before he had a reason. He was half God.
Well, and also in later times, I think more so Yamcha and them are not like. Piccolo's not watching the kids anymore.
Bullshit. Piccolo is watching Pan like it ain't nothing.
Right.
Piccolo, yeah, Piccolo is out there. Pan.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got dude, dude out here like he really, like he Jeffrey, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, but he also be they've changed him too much to me that I feel like
he ain't Demon King no more.
No, he's not at all. Far from
Demon King.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like now he really is like this, like a state butler. Like when danger come, he the first nigga to know. Be like, they always show this nigga Like, and he like, no, and then tell Goku, like, hey, niggas coming, bro. Like it's like the Blade Monster Blade. Like, he like that nigga, dog. Like I be having these moments where it's like, bro, he gotta be black. Like, he got it, because, like, he does fit stereotypes that have been put in a lot of, like, black.
But what's weird is, I don't see no other Namekian as black. Well, I did see Nell.
Dende.
I didn't see Dende as black.
Dende black.
Dende was black.
Honestly, I didn't see Dende as he was the kid.
No, think about it this way. Think about Travion. Dende is Travion.
Okay.
He come from a black dad who was in the thick of it, but he gave you a better life. So you easier able to walk. He the kids
Dende,
now.
yeah, Dende was
The
Dende,
kids that we
okay,
see
that's
now.
fair.
That's what Dende is.
Dende was pretty
Or
black
like
kid.
the new Namekian from the manga. I don't see him as an old black. Yeah, no, he an old black dude. Cause he definitely be coming in, bro.
And what about Nell, dog?
That's what I said. Nell I did.
Nell was black.
But,
Nell was like, because the way he treated Piccolo, like, nigga, you ain't been back to the motherland in forever. Like,
that was Killmonger as a bitch.
I take that back, because I started thinking about individual. I don't know about it as a whole.
Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that Piccolo is black and he's been stripped of all of his culture and it's just him.
But it's not
He
just
got
him.
Dende.
You got Dende on Earth with him?
Bro, what they gonna build? What they gonna do?
Hey, Dende,
Well, they got
Dende,
new Namek. New Namek is flourishing. They just choose to stay on Earth.
and Dende. Without Dende, there's no Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dende is the
That's
most
what I'm saying.
important.
Like,
nigga.
just like black people, we need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stereotype to fit Piccolo so heavy that it bothers me, bro. Like, it always been this gift that occurs. Like,
That's why I keep on telling people, because people also say Saiyans are black. I'm like, no, Saiyans are African Americans, and the Nameks are Africans. Because, you know, if you look at that relationship between the Saiyans and Nameks, and think about the relationship with true Africans from Africa and how they treat us African Americans,
I don't
it's
want
like
them to be African Americans because
not?
I mean,
Why not?
The Saiyans,
Because people say Saiyans are black. People say it. They're
they
not
do
white.
say that. They do say that.
And but if the Nameks are black and the Saiyans are black, there got to be. The way I equate it is the motherland is Namek. That's the pure blooded black folks. That's where we came from. But then we got colonized. The Saiyans got colonized. They are African Americans.
no, the Saiyans was going out and colonizing other planets.
But the man Frieza forced them to do it.
Yeah, but
They wasn't doing it
He
by.
didn't colonize that.
They wasn't doing it on their own. Yes, he colonized them. He dressed them up in saying he gave them outfits.
Could
gave them
they
outfits.
Could they just been another people of color? Like, maybe they're Hispanics. Say it like Namekians are actually African and Saiyans are Hispanic.
I mean, I'm just saying what the people say. I'm just.
No, I know
that's how
you.
feel.
I know you're not the one who's. But
Right, but I mean, I just don't. There's a weird. The reason I don't believe that Saiyans are black is because they were used to kill and destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Like black people were just used to work,
right,
which is what Piccolo does.
right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they Saiyans is using this nigga in the same fashion, like how you would. Like, we wipe your whole planet out, and we using you to watch us.
Right.
Keep us in, you know what I'm saying? We still doing the fuck we want to do. Like, they tear the whole like, dog, like I said, if you really, like Piccolo get his little licks in, but the Saiyans was just tearing, if any, the Saiyans are the one that are just tearing everything the fuck up.
But see, here's the thing, and this is where it gets fucked up, because it true, like, that's why, like I said, Frieza, the racist as shit, because Frieza really put two black folks, he put two cultures against each other. He made the Nameks hate the Saiyans. He made and it's pretty much two cultures that
That's
like,
what
yo,
that's what I said,
we the same, but now we gotta fight.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you want
know
to
what
say
I'm
they're both
saying?
black, they're definitely just two different. They're just two different African tribes in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Okay.
if you want to make them black, you know what I'm saying? But I like I said, the way that they're used.
South Africa, West Africa. I mean,
something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
South
Like, the
African
way
and
that
West
the
African.
Saiyans were used, like, even though like Frieza treated them as indispensable, like, they wasn't used as servants.
Yeah.
Piccolo fights, but he's truthfully, while we fuck with him, is the servant. So it's like, I hate that he's black, but I'm like, bro, he a servant to the Saiyans though. Like he really a servant. Like, dog, like he don't.
I wouldn't even say to the Saiyans.
not to the Saiyans.
It's to Goku's family. Like, don't even say the Saiyans, because
Yeah,
Vegeta
like,
didn't have him watching Trunks.
He never watched Trunks.
He not out there watching Bra. he is watching Goku's
Yeah,
family.
he only watching.
Like Goku beat the brakes off this nigga, so you work for me now.
He
nigga,
watched
like,
Gohan, and
He
now
probably was watching Goten when we just didn't see it.
and watch Pan. Yeah, it's just
like I mean,
something.
I understand it. I understand if it's in the form of he owes his debt to Goku because he beat him or whatever and saved his life or
It
something
could
like
be.
that.
Maybe it could
I
be
can
a
take
thing
that,
like,
but it's
hey,
still the role that he has. Like the
Bro.
fact that he can't. Like my thing is like if you've given so much to this family, been there. Why are y'all not training and this nigga getting stronger? Like why Goku not?
No,
Well,
Piccolo has been
Piccolo
trained.
remember,
train.
Piccolo's training is not like Saiyan's training. He has to meditate.
You got-
He has to-
yeah,
his
you gotta
training
figure-
is way different.
You got to figure with Saiyans, every time they get their ass beat,
Yeah, and that's not
They
the same
get a-
for
they get a
that's not the
huge
same
boost.
for Namekians.
Nigga, you almost died. Here you go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, Namekians.
you survived this?
Namekians are more like they're from that culture of I need to be one with the earth. I need to kind of
they're
like,
like,
I gotta.
Saiyans are almost
But
like,
it ain't never enough, niggas.
But the
Because we
Saiyans-
It is enough.
but the Saiyan, because
You
the
just
Saiyans,
comparing it to Saiyans, and you
Saiyans
can't.
almost like doing
Cause
Saiyans-
Saiyans, they got a power. They take all the shit from the
Because
earth too, nigga. Like
Saiyans-
I want all that too,
No, that's
nigga.
King Kai.
Like,
That's
King
King Kai. Saiyans literally is the more bad because remember even
Saiyans
when
are like Doomsday.
yeah because even when they was on
Every
Namek,
time they get their
remember
ass beat, they evolve
Well,
to
hold
make
on.
sure they don't get their ass beat the
remember
same
when
again.
they remember when they was on Namek and Ginyu Force. Remember they was always stronger than Vegeta and they was talking cash shit to Vegeta. But the only reason why Vegeta was stronger than them is he had way more battles than them. Remember they was the special forces,
They
so
were
they
talking
didn't
about
fight.
that, yeah.
And so that's the difference. Saiyans, it's not from the earth. It's literally if you are not battling, you are trash.
Yeah.
You have to battle because remember the reason why Broly was so OD crazy. He
was
wasn't
on that
fighting
planet.
humans. He was fighting beasts and monsters
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
planet. So it's like you literally have
I mean,
to
that
be
makes it-
active.
yeah.
If you're not active,
So that's
you trash.
that's why everyone's really waiting on the Gohan shit. Because he's being trained by Piccolo. Like, nigga, you not really fighting as aggressively
So it's different.
as
It's
your
like,
parents,
we don't-
like your
yeah,
fathers.
that's why nobody knows what like his
Yeah, what he
power.
can do, because it's like his gap, like if we're going by battle, like fighting, he has a gap. Like,
Right.
nigga, he didn't fight.
Mm-hmm.
So his level is really dropped. So he has to be actually like, it's like subsided with what Piccolo's training him
Right.
with. You know what I'm saying? So, which makes him like what we talk about, like him being a tactician or whatever, like he fights a little bit smarter
Yeah.
than whatever. So it's like, I didn't look at him like that. And I mean, even in that, I can see, I can take that.
Yeah.
I can take that. But I don't like that they be calling him black.
Hey, it
I
happens.
still have my moments where I'm like,
That's fair.
I get it, understanding now. Because if you really is a peaceful nigga, that's like, I mean, I'm really just about meditation. Watch some kids. You ain't got nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not gonna, huh?
How do we get?
I never
You
asked.
did.
it.
You started out when you said
I never
Piccolo's black.
asked the question. I started
Okay.
talking
Yeah,
about it.
you
doing
kicked into
something.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, you kicked into Piccolo's black.
I just thought about that. I was like, well, how did we get to this?
Yeah, you kicked into Piccolo's black.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, in that sense, I can see why he sits around Goku, watches the kids, whatever. Because it's like, bro, I don't really fight, so I can really ain't
And
doing
you
shit.
around the niggas that you ain't gotta fight. Like, oh shit.
Truth be told,
Hey, these niggas will handle it. So let me.
truth
I
be
can.
told,
I can be peaceful in my shit.
we all assuming that they forcing Piccolo. Piccolo could be like, oh shit, I ain't got. All I gotta do is watch the kids.
Right, it made me
Nigga,
sleep
I got-
with him.
Like,
Hey, he on the line with the other Nameks like, nigga, I ain't
like-
gotta do shit but sit here and
we
meditate.
assuming that he getting the short end of the stick. That nigga could be
And
like,
that's black as hell. When a black person get a moment like, wait, that's all? Like,
that's
oh,
all
shit.
I gotta do. Like, you just gotta watch
shit,
some
nigga,
kids
sweet.
that I know gonna be stronger than me regardless. Like, I'm just making y'all
all
stronger.
All
Like,
I gotta do,
shit,
all
that's
I gotta do
sweet.
is sit here, make sure y'all don't die.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's why he becomes that house servant that the kids like. We don't want you to die. Like they will fight to the end of the earth to make sure Piccolo won't die. Like Gohan will lose his life. Like you want to see another Saiyan, like another level, let Piccolo die. You know what I'm saying? Gohan
Gohan
change
damn
it.
near gonna Ultra Instinct that moment.
Like,
what?
let Piccolo die. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the kids change? Let Piccolo die. Gohan,
Let-
they don't care about dad. This nigga die all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Let Piccolo die, cause that's stepdad. When
Right.
Goku got it. When we wait for another
man.
Dragon Ball run,
I gotta get us a Piccolo figure. We ain't got no Piccolo.
yeah, we don't have a Piccolo
Nah,
figure.
we definitely
like,
gotta
I'm
get
getting
like that's definitely like when you
Piccolo
think about that, like when Goku's on his dead run, Piccolo got to step in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they like, nigga, if you die, and the fact that dad died all the goddamn time,
Dad
like
all the time.
we ain't gonna have no daddy, nigga.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a break. Then we come back. We talk about some more stuff, man.
All right. still
that's
ended.
a
I still
tie.
no, we can
That's
go
a
tie.
tie. Nigga. I'm just trying to get you one out of that. I gave you the like dog.
I'm gonna still change
Damn, I didn't
mine.
pay attention to
Oh,
the
he
counter last
dirty as a
episode.
bitch, man.
I honestly, because the episode got split, I forgot by the time we
Okay,
were doing the
okay. I'm gonna
second.
say I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
But Lib was
Lib won that one.
Lib is
though,
3-2. It should be 3-2-1.
Who got one?
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, he got one.
Oh shit.
Cause remember,
Yeah,
I
the
forgot.
only one
I
that
forgot
balanced
twice.
man did, yeah.
I forgot twice in a row.
Yeah, only one of the battles.
And I didn't have a voice last episode, so I wasn't trying that.
Like you can throw up a bye during this one.
Right, bye week.
It's a bye week.
Bye
That's
week.
it.
I want I want somebody to create a graphic of like a face off between everybody.
Everybody looking at
Well,
that.
y'all three, because I don't do it. I'm just here.
Biz don't do it though. He off of it.
I be forgetting. I truly do. Cause I got too much shit to be doing when I come back from break. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I do.
Today you did.
Today.
Yeah,
Last time I didn't have a voice, y'all wanted me to, we are back.
I mean,
you wanted
all
that?
all you gotta do is hold your breath. Like you gotta make sure you had the wingspan for it. I don't care when it start coming out.
I didn't want to be out. I didn't want that on the audio.
I mean, it could have been the driest. So, you know what I'm saying? Like if you could have made it though, that should have sounded like real jagged edge.
I didn't need
Real
that.
jagged edge coming out. Like you didn't know if you was dying or whatever. Like, but no, yeah. So yeah,
It is what it is. Bye week.
Bye week.
It's a bye week.
No. So when I was talking about black anime and what I wanted to get into, I wanted to get into like your introduction to the Boondocks, because like for me, I was a big fan of like Calvin and Hobbes, like the comic strip,
yeah.
and then that's how I got introduced to the Boondocks, because they usually have. I forgot which paper it was, but they would kind of like rotate. It'll be one week it'll be Calvin Hobbes, the next week it'll be the Boondock strip, and I kind of got like that's how I got introduced.
I
to
never
it.
realized. I mean, I watched a lot. I mean, Boondocks. I got my first craving through newspaper, too. But I don't remember it ever being a flip flop.
I don't remember it either. By the time I started reading it, it was every Sunday. It was always Sunday paper.
Yeah, Sunday paper. Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't remember, because I always remember reading them both. Kevin and
Yeah.
Hobbes, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't
But
remember.
it would always, because I remember the line. It used to be Family Circle, Calvin and Hobbes, and then it used to be the Peanuts, and then it was Boondocks. And that was at the bottom of the Sunday Funnies.
So whatever I used to read, I can say, because they only
I
highlighted
missed
one.
those two. That was
The funnies.
Bro,
The
I
funnies?
used to devour a Sunday paper.
Yeah.
Like just the comics that like
Yeah, just to get to
like
the funnies.
I mean, and for
Do
one,
they still do that on papers?
I don't know. I
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
a
I
newspaper
haven't
forever.
seen- yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is. Like it died when I stopped seeing really newspapers.
Yeah.
Because even when, like for a moment, I would just go to a gas station just to get the Sunday paper to read.
See, my parents,
The
they used to
fucking
always
funnies.
get it. They used to always get it delivered every
Yeah,
Sunday,
Get it delivered.
and so it was perfect. My dad
Well,
would read whatever,
And then I
Give me
remember,
Give me that. Give me
bro,
that.
I
section
was
here.
so much Calvin Hobbes that my parents bought me the big thick ass book with everything. Like it was all of it put into.
Oh
a book.
wow! I didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. And then, I gotta find it somewhere. I got a Boondocks one somewhere. Maybe still at mom and dad crib. But at
Could
one
be.
point they bought me the Boondocks.
They don't
one.
throw away
Full of all the-
shit.
Full of all the comics. I mean,
All
that's
the
probably.
shit. If I don't
shit.
got, I probably got to get it
That's
back.
definitely valuable.
they don't
Oh,
throw
man.
away
That-
shit.
'cause
So
that
it's
would be-
probably
that would
there.
be before like.
Oh, it was before the cartoon.
Yeah,
It was
that's
definitely
what-
before the
So
show.
it was all newspapers.
Yeah, it was
strips,
it was every newspaper strip, but it was put into order on the comic in a book.
right.
And
Interesting.
I used to, man.
So
both
did you?
those
So
books, I
would
loved
you
them.
say that from reading like growing up reading Boondocks, and it comes out animated? Did you put the were you able to? Did you picture that voice, all the voices, how they put it in the animation
Yes.
from reading it?
And that's why I love the Boondocks so much, bro. It was exactly how I read it for me. Like Granddad was exactly
Granddad
how I
voice
pictured
for
Granddad.
sure. That was
Huey and Riley. Like I envisioned Huey and Riley like that. To me, it was those main three that had to get it right. Everybody else, like it
Yeah.
could have been anything else.
I mean,
Huey, Huey,
it's-
Riley, and Granddad was exactly what I thought it was going
yeah.
to be, and that's why I love
meaning
it.
like that's what I'm saying. Like how
Yep.
you read it when you heard the
Yep.
sounds, it's like this was literally perfect.
Yeah,
to what
it was
you know what I'm
perfect.
saying?
I-
It was perfect to me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. When
Yeah,
I
feel like-
first,
I mean,
yeah.
that's like, I mean, it was for me too. That's why I was like, I'll try to, because there's not too many. You got to think that when you like reading a comic book or whatever to anime, but like you only got 4 boxes a week. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's like
If that, because
Yeah.
one box may be an action box, so
Yeah,
there ain't no
yeah.
dialogue.
Or
Maybe,
So the
or
only-
maybe a scenery box.
Yeah.
yeah. So like to get that, like to only go off of that, where you might only get in like the joke is literally probably 2 speech bubbles, You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And then you get the actual animation of it, and it's like a full story. And it's like, yeah, these niggas sound exactly what I
Yeah.
read in the comics. Like,
Yeah.
these niggas are that like. And you have to, and they couldn't be as graphic as they was in the anime.
Nope.
So just being in regular PG as a bitch is like, it still was like, I see that. That's definitely spot on for that.
And you know what? I think, you know what? Now that I think about it, bro, the funnies, I think the reason why we, and I'm just saying us, like now, I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like the reason why we have such a diverse comedy spectrum, like we like dry humor, we like black humor, we like white humor. I think it's because we read the funnies. Because if you think about
the funnies play a good part in it.
Yeah, because if you think about how the funnies were, like they sometimes especially during in paper, a lot of their jokes was politically motivated sometimes. Like it was like a lot about like the political aspect or just like the world, right? It was the view of the world. Yeah. And you know, we're kids and we got those jokes, but it's like it expanded our minds on how we do it. And so now because of that we can understand a Seinfeld and also like a Martin. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, y'all like even when you was just naming your lit like fam, it's so many funnies. Like Andy Capp was one of my favorites. Yep.
But that wasn't in the back. I'm talking about literally that back on the last page.
The last
was Riverdale in the back there?
No, Riverdale was somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
But I'm like, it was just so many. Like Andy Capp, Dilbert was one of my favorites.
I used to love Dilbert.
I think, did I just read? I feel like I read Daria in the funnies before I saw it on MTV.
By the time I saw them at the same time.
Yeah, me too. Because I was watching.
Daria was my shit.
There was so many. Like I remember it was like a family.
Yeah.
It was just one I watched that was just literally like a couple. Like
Family Circus, I think?
Family Circus was the one that was the family.
Yeah. But it was always like Family Circus didn't really give you a lot of stress. Sometimes it would just be like one circle.
Right, but I mean,
true.
I watched that heavily a lot. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But like,
is Daria streaming anywhere?
Who?
Daria.
Probably wherever MTV stuff is streaming.
Daria was my shit.
When
you brought it up, I just thought Daria was my shit.
I'm trying. One Smurfs was in the paper too, wasn't it?
Really? I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
I feel like I saw Smurfs in the fucking funnies, fam. Because the Sunday funnies was the one that was in color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they had like I was heavy. Like I watched read every week, like every paper. Like for a minute. If
I would only get it when my parents would get it, so it would be Wednesdays and Sundays.
So in the beginning, I got older and only went to Sundays. But in the beginning, my mother used to get a paper every day. Okay. So it was always a little bit of like, you know, funnies in the paper every day. You know what I'm saying? So I read a lot of, so it was like, I remember like it's a like Snoopy, like Peanuts and all that. Like it's so many. Yeah. It was so many funny. Like even the ones that were like you said, the really political ones would just be like a sketch or something. Like I don't know what this is. Like the Far Side.
Okay.
Far Side was one of the ones that really was heavy to me. That kind of shit because it was always like some weird drawing. It wouldn't even be people half the time. Like, it might be two animals or it could do whatever. But it would be some really like you had to really understand this joke. Because it would be like, it could be like two dinosaurs or whatever, and it'd just be like one box of them saying something, whatever, and it's like a really stupid pun about whatever's going on, whatever. Like, but yeah, like I believe like funnies to me were my first like what Rudy saying like view on outside shit. Like if they refer to anything or if someone drew somebody politically into the comic strip or whatever, like you know what I'm saying.
Garfield. We forgot about Garfield.
Definitely forgot about Garfield.
But Garfield to me, like I remember Garfield.
I had a book too.
Yeah, like Garfield was like there was no political thing about that. That was literally about feminist.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying we definitely just didn't name.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Garfield. I mean, I didn't forget about him, but
you know what? This one I forgot about, but I never read Prince Valiant.
I didn't read that.
I don't think I read that.
When you see it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I do remember that.
Yeah, I never read it.
I'd never read it, but I remember seeing it.
I think I've seen it a couple of times. Like
Foxtrot. Did we say Foxtrot?
No, but that was one.
Foxtrot was my shit too. Mm-hmm. Foxtrot was like there was really like if I had the funds in my hand, I pretty much read everybody.
Beetle Bailey.
Beetle Bailey, yeah.
That's what Andy Capp and all that. Beetle Bailey.
Yep.
Beetle Bailey, Andy Capp.
Blondie. I wasn't really too crazy about it, but I used to read it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in the Sunday paper, I read everything in it. So anything that was
Haggard the Horrible.
Yeah,
that was my shit. I forgot about Haggard the Horrible.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like all of them damn near had a moment of being an animated show. Like damn near, like damn
pretty
near everybody.
Much.
Everybody had their
Calvin
run.
and Hobbes had a show?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
I
they
know
had.
Dilbert. I know Dilbert.
I know they were
drawn.
drawn. I've seen them animated. Like they've
I
been
thought
drawn.
so too, unless it was a short. Let me see.
Like they definitely been drawn before.
So
So
Calvin and Hobbes was such a crazy concept because it was literally like a kid and his stuffed
I mean, it was Winnie the
animal.
Pooh,
and
but they were bad.
and
Dennis the Menace too. That's what I forgot.
oh
that.
yeah.
Dennis the Menace was in the comic.
Yeah.
The fact that like, but they would go on like they was kind of like because they would go on imagination stuff like trips. Like they flying in the air, but they really just in the backyard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's why I love Calvin and Hobbes because it was literally about a boy and his stuffed animal, and just they made him like they having real life conversations, and he talking like with how you probably would talk to your stuffed animal, like when he looking at it. It was a great thing because he looking at his stuffed animal like it's a person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So it must have been like a fan animation because he never actually licensed
I don't remember that being.
Because he said he had the creator said that idea of finding a voice for Calvin kind of made him uncomfortable, as did the idea of working with a team of animators. He kind of liked being that it was just him.
So he didn't want to share the wealth.
Basically.
Pretty much. I get it. I mean, live your life. You know what I'm saying? I did read, I did, at some point in time in my life, I do remember Dick Tracy being in the funnies. And I read that.
Oh, yeah.
I read Dick Tracy in the funnies.
So, to keep it on black animation, when you first saw Afro Samurai, what was your first reaction to that?
I mean, for one, I think you don't really first watch it. Someone either you watched it on a humbug or someone put you on it already.
Somebody put you on.
So so being put on already telling me I didn't really wasn't put on it because I wasn't. So what I was put on was the show. Like I never knew about Afro Samurai.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was put on to the show, and it's
Same.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like Samuel L. Jackson is doing this or whatever, and I'm like, bro,
actually no, I wasn't put onto the show. I remember seeing something about Samuel L. Jackson is doing this animated samurai thing, and I was like, I gotta figure out what this is about.
Yeah, it was probably much in that same thing, but I definitely had somebody. I was like, bro, what is this? You know what I'm saying? That I can ask more about. But, you know what I'm saying? But it was that it was Samuel L. Jackson doing it, like that made me really more intrigued. I was like, there's a black samurai anime?
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? And so that was me being introduced to that was like. I'm still I'm mad Afro Samurai was one of my you know what I'm saying, so I'm really mad that it hasn't kept going, you know what I'm saying, I feel they could have definitely even if Sam wasn't gonna do it, the story of Afro Samurai could have literally been a very long going kind of thing, but I don't know how long they even the manga or whatever the comic itself was written out for, if they covered it already in both movies. I'm
not sure. I didn't read the manga.
Well, didn't he die? If I'm not mistaken, I think he dies.
That's what I don't remember.
I gotta go back and rewatch it.
Cause I know it's only 2 movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know I didn't remember if he died.
Cause I thought it was wasn't the second one the Return?
It was Resurrection.
That was it. I thought he came. I thought he might have. If he did die.
Oh yeah.
I think it was one of them they thought he died. He came back.
Yeah.
No, he didn't die. He kind of fades off into. But the manga. Let's see. The limited edition came out. It came out in 2009.
Jeez, was it that recent? I feel like Afro Samurai. I thought that's early.
Well,
early.
Afro Samurai came out in 1998. The actual show and everything, and the original run was in 1998.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, you talking about the actual what we would have watched on TV? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. I was trying to say,
You said the manga came out when?
Oh no, the manga came out. The manga came out after the show.
Really? So it was a show first.
The show was the first thing.
Yeah, the show started in '98, and then the manga, the first appearance issue, started in '99.
So someone actually made the animated show first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then that's how I heard about it. It must have been So that's what I'm saying. It must have been somebody just telling me.
But the animated series didn't come out till 2007.
Yeah, Takashi Okazaki is the one who written the manga.
Interesting.
The show was directed by Fuminori Kazaki and written by Yasayuki Muto.
Music by the RZA?
Oh yeah, no, it was Wu-Tang inspired. But I already knew. Like RZA definitely.
I just wanted to. I knew it, but I wanted to make sure while we give everything else.
I didn't know it was actually an anime an anime first, and they wrote the story. Because then that would be like so that means that would almost be like it really was a one-off thing, and then they made a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
to like kind of like
exactly
bring them back.
That's crazy, yeah.
But so like I said again, I feel like we really could have dived because Afro Samurai was really just Kill Bill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was really Kill Bill. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like we could have had a story about his childhood or before all of this. Like it was really just like the movie is really in a sense about one like I just got to get this ball like. But these could have had many other adventures that are like I feel like Afro Samurai could have been something that really hit and went for a while. Like so I really that's what I'm surprised. Like when I was introduced to it, I thought it was amazing, and I was like, why are we not getting more of it? You know what I'm saying?
Where does John Stewart land on your superhero list?
That was a jump.
No. It's not. I mean, you talking about, now I'm talking about black characters, and I was just thinking, like, we celebrate so many black characters. I feel like John Stewart gets the butt of the, like, he doesn't get celebrated as much as Miles, as Static, as Black Panther, but like he was,
I think
was in the thick of it for the longest.
But I think that's more because for a lot of people,
you put Hal Jordan over.
Yeah, I think Hal Jordan
is Hal Jordan your favorite Green Lantern?
No, I'm not. but I think that's the more quintessential.
I'm not even a fan of Green Lantern.
I don't.
So that's why you don't fuck with John Stewart.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Green Lantern in general.
Yeah,
I fuck with John Stewart, especially when
I feel like making a black nigga the Green Lantern is like you just eat this nigga off the radar.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like
hold on, because the Justice League animated series they chose to use the John Stewart.
They did.
The main one.
I like dude.
And
like
Phil
I
Lamar,
like
shout out to Phil Lamar voicing him.
Yeah.
But I feel like for a lot of people, they think Green Lantern, they think Hal Jordan first.
So I think John Stewart first.
Like I mean, but if you going off the card, like I do like that Green. Like I've watched, like I like that Green Lantern.
Yeah,
but
I'm not.
I don't look for a Green Lantern. So it's like if you would have told me that he was the only Green Lantern from, like I'd be like, okay, like
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So all right, so
like I don't even like the Hal Jordan.
But the Lantern Corps, like most of the Lantern Corps is kind of trash.
So let's
it's like just a group of niggas, like bro, they like Nova Corps.
I'm saying the entire spectrum.
Because,
they kind of trash.
Because I'm definitely okay. I'm putting Black Panther, T'Challa above him for sure. I'm putting Storm above him. I'm putting Miles. I'm putting Static above him.
That's a lot of Marvel niggas.
I'd put Black Adam above him. I always say hero, so Black Adam not a hero.
And is he black or is he Egyptian?
Egyptian people are black.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
You
right.
Speak your
piece.
You
right,
King. Say your shit, King. Say your shit, King. You right, King. We were Egyptians, nigga.
I got to edit in my eyes.
Yeah, you right, King. I didn't have my third eye open. My fault.
The Egyptians are black, nigga. Like, hey, what you talking about, nigga?
But I mean, but he's not a hero. You said hero,
okay.
So
who else we got?
Are
you putting Black? You putting Black Lightning above John Stewart?
No.
Okay.
I don't fuck with Black Lightning.
You putting Luke Cage above John Stewart?
I am, because he fight niggas in the projects.
Green Lantern came back to the hood of Justice League animated series.
He did.
And he had, remember niggas was hooping. He was there like, yo,
pass
me the ball.
Right, though. How many, like, other than Static, how many other black
heroes?
Black
DC heroes. DC still skimping.
Like, because now you got me thinking about that.
Like, DC skimping. DC
wait
skimping.
A minute.
Like you want me to I'm like nigga.
Oh, hold on.
John Stewart will win because it's like
it's definitely Mad Marvel that we're gonna go to. Okay, so Falcon, is he before John Stewart or after?
Captain America Falcon, like when he became
in general.
Fam, you asking the wrong nigga.
No,
we gotta talk about this.
No, because my thing is like I know, but
I'm
not following.
Just say what you say what your heart says.
It's gonna be yes.
Okay.
Anybody you say is gonna be above John Stewart.
I definitely got Spawn. Above.
Yeah.
Batwing. So Lucius Fox's son.
I don't know much about his. I don't know much about his line.
You never seen Batwing?
I don't like his helmet, so I'm gonna give it to John.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to John because that was trash.
We already said Misty Knight.
Yes.
And Luke Cage with the mechanical arm.
Better than John?
Yeah.
But by the way, now we got to 3 black DC heroes.
These are DC heroes that
No, Misty's Marvel.
But because we got Batwing,
Batwing,
and Static. And Static is milestone, so you can have DC that.
Okay, we definitely got T'Challa above it. We definitely got Storm above him. We definitely got Nick Fury above. Bishop, you put Bishop above? I definitely do put Bishop.
Man, that ring don't mean shit to these niggas.
War Machine? You put War Machine? Okay, all right. Look, we already said it.
How was his role in Justice League?
Still,
like,
okay.
Still is DC?
Still is DC. So now we're up to 4.
But wait. Hold on. Before you answer. We're not talking about Shaq still.
Shaq still's above.
Really?
Shaq still's above John Stewart.
I did not expect that.
That movie was awful.
Oh, Cyborg.
Of course he's above.
Yeah, but that's DC.
So we got a good 5. DC got to start in 5.
And Blade is definitely above him. Oh man, John Stewart get the butt. John Stewart is far along Black.
Like what's crazy is John Stewart could be considered probably elite in DC of the 5 niggas that you.
Well, he fought in the Justice League, so he definitely is elite.
And nigga, there's 5. You don't stay in top. You don't go in top 3. You go top 5. Of course he elite.
Like I'm saying, like he's like.
But he's not the
number one.
He's not the number 1.
No, he's not. He's 4.
He's second in DC.
Who above him in DC?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Cyborg is definitely above him, and he's Justice League as well.
Yeah,
but
Cyborg.
I'm not putting Batwing above him.
Have Cyborg and them ever had a black person moment on the show?
No, they don't give. Cyborg had his chance for a black moment in Teen Titans. Remember that one with him and Starfire, and she was like, "What is she?" She was talking about being treated differently because of how she looked, and he was like, "Yeah, I get that." And instead of going to black route, he was like, "I'm a robot." Oh my God! No, they don't because Cyborg is a robot now.
Nigga said, really? That's the issue? That's why you like that's the difference you've been facing?
I'll throw it in the Geekset group on Facebook.
How long you been a robot versus how long you been black? Nigga,
you know what? If we add Shuri and if we add Monica Rambeau and if we add Blue Marvel, like dog, John Stewart gets pushed down.
But again, all of those were Marvel. Where's DC? Yeah. Where's your black hero?
Yeah, DC don't really got the black heroes, bro.
I mean, you get
Black Lightning.
That's
Marvel.
Oh, that's Marvel. You're right. That's Marvel.
Like you always get offshoots of your main heroes. You got the offshoot of Batman, the offshoot of Green Lantern, the offshoot of Superman.
Yeah, I mean,
DC ain't looking good in the light right now.
DC is not part of inclusion right now.
No, depending on Vixen is black.
Who the fuck is Vixen?
So technically, Vixen, because wasn't that was she in Wonder Woman, right? That's what's her name plays, right? No, she plays Cheetah.
Yeah, but I guess, even so, Nubia, offshoot of Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what Nubia.
That was the Black Amazon.
The Black Amazonian that looks just like.
Oh, okay.
Her
name is Nubia.
Yeah, DC.
I mean, that's in DC.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Nubia. Oh, okay.
But again, offshoots, like they don't have.
So but they didn't. We can't say that that's a bad thing because that's what Miles is.
That's cool. We take out Miles, we still got Storm, Black Panther. So that's my point.
Like,
yeah, DC definitely ain't looking great in the light.
I knew it was the reason why I ain't never been a fan of them niggas.
Because as I'm going down this list,
not seeing myself in their comic books.
Like they there's a whole bunch of people that are like, it's funny because the people that are black, they got they're like hybrids. Like they got this one that's like a hybrid of his name is Bronze Tiger, but he's like a hybrid of a tiger. Like
so DC is fine with pretty much in fucking experimenting on black people and making them characters.
It's crazy. I never.
Like a nigga just kind of got
pretty
powers.
much. Cause think about all the people. Think about all the people in DC.
Cyborg.
He's an experiment.
Yeah.
Right? We just said Bronze Tiger.
Is Cyborg an experiment? He had to save his life. I gotta throw him a bone.
Cyborg slides because another nigga saved him.
I was saying, like, I gotta throw him a bone with Cyborg.
I always get mad at Cyborg because you ungrateful bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, your dad made you a fucking robot, bro. You can do the fuck you want to do.
But to be fair,
all you care about playing some fucking football.
But to be fair, you saying we don't know. You saying you wouldn't be pissed if you lost all of that? You just a robot now. You be kind of pissed.
Well, and what the reason why he was really pissed is like You didn't even try the regular stuff. You went immediately.
Hey, wait,
to
I thought he
alien tech.
did try.
No, he went immediately
Oh,
to
okay,
alien
The
tech.
nigga was done. Nigga,
As soon as it happened, he threw him in the stuff.
Right, this nigga was chicken nuggets, bro. Like he
That's
was
right.
in
That's
pieces.
right.
He
Like,
went
That's right.
immediate
Oh, no.
alien tech.
But to me, I can understand somebody being upset that they lost all their humanity. I can understand that.
So John Stewart is the only one that was he was chosen. Remember, you got to be chosen to be part of the Green Lantern Corps. He was chosen.
He was chosen to be the weakest hero.
affirmative action.
And he was chosen to be the weakest hero.
Affirmative action.
Like
You know
Green
what I'm
Lantern
saying?
as a
Like,
hero.
if you like now you tell me this. Is there another black Green Lantern that got chosen?
No, but
Right. Affirmative action. Nigga came in, hey bro, quota. Like we ain't got a nigga on the team. Like they on our ass.
I was gonna say they got Hispanic now, but then that's still affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
But to be fair, there was also only one white dude.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody else is alien.
Everybody else is alien. So to be fair,
So it's really 3 Earthlings.
Yep.
and everybody else is alien as a bitch. So I will throw them that bone as well. But also, still, the weakest hero to be
Why is he weak?
But I
Green
mean,
Lantern. Out of all, so
he
out of
can
all,
conjure anything
This
that he
nigga-
can think of.
so
this
my
nigga
thing
gotta
is-
keep a bad
so-
bitch ring on, otherwise he ain't got shit.
so has John Stewart conjured anything that would be that you would be like, that's nigga related? I'm with that. That's for me.
I don't think so.
What you want him to conjure on, pick? Like what do
Hey,
you mean? What does that even mean? Time
big
out.
body Cadillac,
What does
nigga.
that even mean?
A
What you want him to?
No,
what do
but
you
then-
want him to
but
conjure
then-
that is
but
black?
Then that's True League. What's old boy from True League?
Oh fuck!
'Cause he pretty much Green Lantern. Because remember, he conjures the Cadillac.
No, because then you finna be mad because why you got him conjuring this nigga shit?
But I mean, I'm not saying.
No, you said conjuring that. Like
It
what
is
you
a
want
nigga
him? To,
shit.
what do you want him to conjure? That's truly got to be black.
But I mean, if you like, my thing is like when you think about that's why I don't like Green Lantern.
He the weakest.
Like,
he the weakest
when
hero.
you think about the shit that he conjures, it's
Wait,
like
weakest is what?
he conjures Acme toys, bro. Like this nigga.
No, he
got-
the weakest
He be
hero.
having big ass guns in space. Fucking niggas
He the
up,
weakest
dog.
hero.
Maybe what I'm gonna say is the nigga
That's the
Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern conjures some motherfucking.
that's
play
the
toys.
least. That's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
least power I would want to have.
But I also feel like I feel like the
He can
imagine.
fly. He can travel through space, and he can conjure anything that he can think of.
And he got to keep track of this bad bitch ring, and if he lose that, he ain't shit.
You
He
don't
really-
gotta keep track of a ring. You
Yes,
put the
you-
ring on, and that's it.
He
And you gotta power it up. The only time you gotta take it out, you gotta power it up.
Look, you got to power your
it's the
superpower.
same thing as basically having a phone or the Apple Watch. What's the
That's
difference?
cool.
He definitely got an Apple ring.
He got
He got an Apple ring.
He got
an Apple ring.
Fam,
dog.
Fam got to charge his. Fam got to charge his
ring,
power.
dog.
Like he definitely got an Apple
And
ring.
y'all saying y'all wouldn't want an Apple ring? If y'all had if Apple came out with an Apple ring and said, look, whatever you think of, you can conjure up and you can use, that wouldn't be lit.
And if they told me the alternative was I could be Flash, Superman,
Right.
like
Like,
nah, I'm
because
good.
I mean, that's what you're telling me. Like, all the powers in this ring, nigga. If a nigga
Right.
grab my hand,
If a nigga take
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Nigga grab my hand, nigga be like, nigga, you ain't finna do shit.
Right.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a nigga do this and break my hand, I'm stuck in the cast.
Like,
I'm out. Like,
you know what I'm saying? If I wake up one day and my middle finger just too swole, I'm like, I can't even get this bitch
Right.
on. Like, I can't be Green Lantern today. You know what I'm saying?
No
Like,
different. It didn't say
no,
you gotta be a ring thing.
your hand. I don't think all your fingers are the same size. So now you got to get your. Now you
now
got
you
to
gotta
get
get
your
it
powers
resized.
resized.
Now you going back to the place. Like, bro, what the fuck you doing?
Like,
You gotta get it resized.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta-
Now you argue with the nigga. Like,
y'all
well, if you
gotta
gave me like
respect
5 of these
What
bitches, I
hero
wouldn't be.
powers you think is weaker?
You said who powers weaker?
Yeah,
There's a lot of people heroes. Powers. Kite Man is a hero.
he not a hero. We other major ones.
I don't.
Other major
The
ones.
problem with it is,
Okay, out of
I
the
don't know what it
major
is. You know what?
heroes.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't understand Green Lantern's damage level. Because even though he can conjure like a jet and all this kind of shit, I don't feel like it's as strong as
And
the physical.
at the
No,
same
it
time-
is because in the Apocalypse War when they was fighting Darkseid, Green Lantern was conjuring up some shit and fucking Darkseid.
But also at the same time, you gotta have that. You also gotta have that same mindset at all times. What was the green? What was theirs? Like obviously, red is rage.
Oh, yeah,
Was
because
it-
it's like the different Lantern. Yeah, the
Yeah.
different
Like
corps.
red is rage. What blue is blue hope or is it?
something I don't know.
What was green?
That's what I'm trying to remember. But like you gotta keep that. What if I ain't feeling like that day?
Well then you can't be a hero that day, nigga.
That's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
I'm
Like,
saying.
as a black, like if John would have been that type of nigga, like I can't help y'all today.
Like
Baby mama on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I'm saying? We don't get paid for this, nigga. Child support creeping up my shit,
Right,
nigga.
so I'm like,
I am not mentally prepared for this.
I don't want a power that tells me, hey man, you gotta be up on your top.
You gotta
every
be
day.
on your team. Like,
you know who ain't gotta be on this top every day? Superman could be having a bad day. He's still Superman.
a bad day for Superman is the worst day for anybody else, nigga. Like if this nigga's off, he might kill a civilian, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Superman can really be off and be like, damn, I gotta really. He still got to stay on his toes. Cause it's like, I might kill somebody out here.
Okay, so, and this is a question for you specifically. Do you respect Green Lantern over Batman? Because you disrespect Batman.
I mean, we doing white over black.
Speaking of,
It's
just willpower. It's just willpower.
Yeah, Green.
So you just can't be. You just gotta be.
You gotta be hopeful every time.
You gotta just know you're gonna be on this.
Fam, you
And
know
we
how
talking
awful
about, so my thing is, even in saying that, even watching the John Stewart and Justice League, this nigga never sounds hopeful to me.
Bro,
He's always the voice of reason.
That's not hopeful. That's just say like y'all need to just that is not hopeful. That means that there's so many times
it's
in
not
this
even hopeful
conversation.
because blue is hope.
It's willpower. You gotta know that you can do it.
So you tell me Johnny never told niggas like we ain't gonna be able to do this.
Nah, I mean it won't work. His dream won't work if he does.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga fall
like,
on space.
I feel like this nigga have conversations in the Justice League room. This ring is going crazy. Like y'all ideas is outrageous. I can't do this. We ain't gonna be able to do that. Like the only reason the plan goes into focus if this nigga ring is solid. Like you good on there in the ring? Like we ready?
Right.
Like, are you?
Like you can't never be like shit.
You can't have doubt.
You can't have no doubt. Like niggas, we like you the move ring. Niggas, we a go. Like
you a move ring.
So back to the question: Are you respecting him more than Batman?
I can't because everybody respects Batman. So
nobody,
that means
nobody don't disrespect Green Lantern.
No, but
Niggas
I'm saying
forget about Green
that
Lantern,
means
that's why.
if Batman says like this is a good plan, that ain't gonna be all green. He's gonna be all green. You know what I'm saying? If Batman say like we can do this,
So you saying that if John Stewart say, "Hey, this is gonna be a good plan," everybody gonna like
like if John Stewart has a plan, they gonna be watching this nigga ring going in and out. Like, bro, are you sure you ready for this? Like, do you want to do this? Like,
did y'all see the latest episode of Peacekeeper when his neighbor was talking about Batman?
Yeah.
Dog had me crying.
I think it's Batman's a little bitch. Like, he don't kill nobody. Like, he literally gave
Dog
like every trolling like
had me
was
crying.
like, and that little old motherfucker was just like, I was just making conversation.
Right.
Like,
He was pissed.
dog, I thought he was about to beat this. I thought he was going to punch the shit out of
Dog.
dog.
Okay, so who is your top black superhero? I think yours is Static, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, mine's Static. I mean, it's no, because that question was
Who do you relate to the
Yeah.
most?
but as a kid, like the first one we came, like that was the first that you didn't say like all the time. It was like who, like
Okay, so
growing
if you go
up,
all time,
it would probably.
It's T'Challa.
I was gonna say it's T'Challa.
Like fam got his own
Like he
country.
run a country, bro.
Like,
He run a country. Like that's really why I took it back to Static Shock. This nigga only running the neighborhood. Like he's only. You know what I'm saying?
he ain't even running.
But-
He just hero in the
he just
neighborhood.
hero.
and that's what I'm saying. Like if you can say, like I said, your question at first was about
Yeah,
as
it
a
was.
child.
Yeah, you're right.
But if, like as an adult, when I saw Black Panther, it's like that's what I want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
like that's what I want to be. Even if you think about
Even
seeing
at
him in any glimpse of any cartoon back in the days, I don't think they gave him the justice.
Even at
Of
the
who?
end, in that post credit scene when he went to the when he went to the UN. No, when he went to the UN. That was the last scene. It wasn't even the post credits.
Yeah.
When he went to the UN and he was like, "We're gonna open our borders to help." And they was asking the question like, "Well, how are y'all gonna do that?" And he just smirked. I was like, "That's what I would love to do. Let me show
Like
you.
you don't even know what I got.
Right.
You don't even
Like,
know.
let me show
Like
you.
you don't even know.
Right.
Like he took that smirk like, oh, y'all bitches.
So
Y'all
what could John Stewart do to be a better hero?
get a better power.
So that's all he can't get in your good grace at all.
I mean, he's in my good grace. He's a hero. Like, I mean, I
But
respect
like,
the nigga.
what will put him into where he ain't the butt of jokes no more?
Fam, there is nothing. Like, I mean,
Bro, I didn't think
power.
about it until now. I really don't fuck with the Green
I
Lantern.
just don't fuck with the Green Lantern. Like, he's like, if you think about the just, and it may be because of even that still, like, they haven't put him in a live action spotlight or whatever.
In the Green Lantern Corps, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Hal. It's going to be
him and Jessica.
Jessica Cruz.
Jessica
So I mean, that's what I'm
Cruz.
saying. Like, maybe because of that, like, they haven't showed him in a sense. But it's like, I always feel like I haven't seen the Nick, like, other than him having his own Green Lantern stories. Yep. When it comes to being part of a team and Justice League, this nigga don't have wins, bro. Like, he comes in with support. So that's why I said this. To me, it's like, what throws me about Green Lantern and the fact of the Green Lantern thing, they can just think of everything. I feel like the best thing I would think of would just be another fucking superhero. like, why would I not have two Supermans if I could be like, bro, I'm gonna just make you and we gonna get this shit over with? Like,
I feel like that's the ring I would want the least.
It's the ring I definitely want the least.
Like,
okay.
Even if we
so Rage is what I want, because I really would be like, nigga, we out
so
here.
Now let's
like,
so we talk about rings. So we got the Captain. We got the Captain Planet rings. You picking that over the Green Lantern rings?
You on Earth, Fire?
Yeah, any one of them.
No, because now I gotta rely on 5.
Okay,
so I take that.
Right, so
that's
an element ring.
Okay, hold on. All right, so Flash ring, the one that gets you the suit, gets you the powers. You picking that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's
yes.
Yeah.
All right, what's another iconic ring?
Fam, I'll take Ben 10's bracelet over the motherfucking Green Lantern ring.
Would you take in the ring? I mean,
the one ring to root them all.
That ring bring trouble, nigga. That ring bring a whole lot of problems.
Was a hype. Smeagol was a whole hype after that ring. Like, I'm good. I'm good.
That ring is that ring is a sickness, nigga.
So Green Lantern ring ain't that bad?
I meant of the Lantern Corps ring. You expanded it too much for me.
The Rage ring,
McCarty already said he was good with that.
It's go time.
But you turned it to like it really fucks you up. Like you saw
it's go time.
You saw what happened to old boy.
I'll be a hero as long as to turn me to a villain. You know what I'm saying? It's go time. But I ain't gotta worry about no willpower.
Rage.
What's the guy name? The guy with the deep V-neck. The Eddie's Peak.
Oh, you talking about Sinestro?
Sinestro.
He was yellow though.
He was yellow. Yellow was the evil one.
I mean, Rage is pretty evil too.
Right. Okay.
I think I thought he was the Sinestro was just like he was actually a bad version of Yellow.
Sinestro.
He was a Green Lantern.
He was a Green Lantern. The Yellow Corp. The Yellow. Because they're all about.
That's the complete opposite of green.
Yeah. And they were all about.
So did his green ring turn yellow, or he actually got
no the yellow? Because the Yellow Corp is about instilling fear, and so he was. But he was so jealous, and I forgot what he was afraid of that he became. That he became the Yellow. I forgot. It might have been just like jealousy, like afraid of losing his place, whatever. But like,
I mean, that's just, bro. I mean, my thing is like there was actually a point in time where I thought the Green Lantern power actually was pretty, like, actually decent.
I fuck with Green Lantern, dog.
But I mean, but I also, like I said, like, it's really watching Ryan Reynolds do Green Lantern. When honestly, this nigga was conjuring punches and fists, like,
we don't talk about that.
We don't.
But I mean, even in general, like, even when I see the Green Lantern now, and I see what he conjures. Like if you like this nigga would conjure, like I said, like just a giant hand.
No, you won't. If in Injustice, he was conjuring missiles. He was doing
a lot.
In Injustice,
it's just so he's such.
Now that was Hal Jordan, not John Stewart.
It was also just
he was conjuring mad shit, fucking niggas up, dog.
When you realize,
like I just feel like I would like I've never seen the Green Lantern hire like just conjure henchmen. Like
it's always weapons.
It's always like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the imagination of a Green Lantern is so fucking limited, bro. Like you've seen a lot,
but that's the person.
Like I feel like it's your imagination. So you've seen a lot.
Okay.
So if I seen,
so then your imagination, if you had the Green Lantern, you would be beastie with it because you said you already saying you have.
Yes, nigga, I'm summoning Goku, nigga. Like I saw a lot in my life. I know what these niggas can do. Like I'm summoning niggas like.
So
like that's what I'm saying. They don't summon niggas. Like
you can never summon a person. They always summon weapons.
So to your point of asking how he became the Yellow, if I would have scrolled down, I guess it would have told me. So since the green light is based around willpower, it is particularly vulnerable to the yellow light, which is based around fear, because that's the only one thing that can cause a person to hesitate rather than giving him a reason to fight.
So that
harder.
nigga, so that's why.
So
that's
why
why John Stewart.
So now that came back to John Stewart, when
this
he threw an ID out, that shit be sound like Wiz Khalifa, like green and yellow, green and yellow.
So
Like-
that is why I wouldn't want that, because it's like, fam, you gotta at all. Sometimes a nigga be tired.
I mean, you gotta, but you really gotta. I mean, but
Sometimes.
what it is, you then gotta be like,
You can't be scared of shit.
like yeah, like if you got the plan and a nigga give you something that could possibly be the wrench in it, you gotta be like, no,
Nah.
Right.
no.
And
gotta-
what
just
if a
gonna
nigga got a
win.
good? What if I come with a whole plan and you got a good point? I just gotta be like, fuck you.
Fuck your plan.
Right.
That's why I feel like he don't make plans.
Right.
That's why I said Batman is above him, because he gonna be like, that's a good plan, Batman. I'm green. I'm still green.
Well,
Like, I'm green here. Like, I'm
I-
still green here.
I
Like,
mean, the most of the plans from the Justice League gonna either come from Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman.
and it must have to happen a lot, because I would
He not
love.
okay. You know, I just thought about overall Justice. He not the weakest. Hawk Girl is the weakest.
Damn, dog.
She definitely, because I forgot she was a Justice League member to
definitely
just
was,
this
she-
moment.
she was.
So that's why I know she the weakest. I forgot all about
She
her.
only got a mace. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
she gonna fly in with a mace.
can fly
Like,
with a mace,
you really
dog.
just a bird girl.
And she forever resurrects. You can't really kill her. She'll always resurrect.
Does she?
Yeah.
How long does it take to resurrect?
I
It
don't
ain't
know.
instant.
It's not instant, but what ends up happening, both Hawkman and so the downfall is when she resurrects, she doesn't remember who she is, so she
that's
lives a
a-
regular
that's a
life
downfall.
until it gets rediscovered that she is Hawkgirl, and then her powers.
So it's
emerge.
like Hitchcock.
Yeah, pretty much. Because what happens is what's the villain name? There's a so
With
pretty
the
much,
Hitchcock, is that what I'm talking about?
so the story of Hawkman and Hawkgirl is there's this villain, I forgot his name, but he's in love with her, and Hawkman and Hawkgirl are married, and
So
the way-
somebody loves. So this literally is about a cheating.
It is.
A nigga.
No,
a
it's not
fuckboy.
cheating.
No,
What-
he's trying.
bullshit.
He's trying to take
Yeah,
it.
some
Well,
fuck bullshit.
so in history, he
I'm
killed-
trying to figure out
he
the
killed
villain's
Hawkman,
name.
and he killed Hawkgirl, and because he wanted to be with Hawkgirl, but she didn't want to be with him,
Yeah.
and he killed them. So what happens is they resurrect. And until Hawkman and Hawkgirl gets close together, they don't know who they are. But that guy, he also resurrects.
Bro, I mean, that's literally
destined to kill them.
Hitchcock.
He's destined to kill them, and so that's what ends up happening when he's trying to kill them. And then once they get close together, then their powers emerge and they become Hawkman.
Yeah.
and it's an ever going cycle. As
But
long
that's
as-
literally like Hitchcock. Like without them.
But
being
no, because
Hawk-
Hitchcock, they can't. The closer they are, the more vulnerable they are.
Yeah.
Apparently, they get better the closer.
But
they
no,
are.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, yeah, they get better, but the story's still the same. Like,
Yeah.
they don't know who they are
Yeah.
until they get close enough
Yeah.
together again, and they get like once they see each other, it turns.
But
to
they
this
don't
whole, like-
resurrect. They
By the
just,
way, did we say Black
They
Lightning
did
was
resurrect.
Marvel?
Remember,
earlier?
because
We was
they've
definitely
been
wrong
in
about
lifetimes.
that.
They've been in lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes together. Like the movie that we watched of was the
yeah,
fact
and
that it was the
Hitchcock,
first
they
year.
just had a moment where they forgot, but
Yeah.
like they don't resurrect. But I get what you're saying as far
Like
as
they're immortal, and they
Yeah.
they literally have a moment where they break apart
Yeah,
again.
see, like with Hawkman and Hawkgirl, they literally like once they die, they resurrect in new people, and then it
Right,
starts
like
the
it's
cycle
like
over.
they yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, it's, but I mean, I feel like with them being immortal, I can finally
Yeah.
like I think they didn't touch that harder than Hitchcock, but it's like someone
But I
definitely.
do agree with Didge. Hawkgirl is the weakest Justice League member.
I mean, if
But
she
I
tied to another nigga, so she definitely the weakest. Like you,
And he weak too though.
Well, no,
they got the same
so
powers.
they're
He
not-
weak too.
So they're not tied to where like once their powers emerge, their powers is there. They don't have to be with each other. But
That's
their
how you get your
their
powers again.
right,
don't
but you a
emerge
regular
until-
ass nigga.
By the way,
and you see this
but by the
nigga.
way,
Still.
they
Yeah.
from
And you
what
don't
I'm
remember,
reading,
like, so it's like a nigga. You could be reborn. I don't know if they get reborn the same age or whatever, but it's like you get reborn, and then you finally catch your nigga again, and everything comes back to you. You be like, fuck, I got killed. like you know what I'm saying? Like you realize, like, damn.
it looks like they must have. They look like they tried to change it in the latest run.
Oh, okay.
'Cause now it's all
so I'm gonna keep it a bean. I've never read any Hawkman.
I haven't
There's
either.
nothing to
I was
read
trying to
about
find.
But I've
I was trying to
always-
find the
yeah.
villain for us.
Oh,
I couldn't find his name. But now they're saying the resurrection is via nth metal. So I don't know if you still have to find the powers by finding each other.
I know I'll let you know. Vandal Savage is the villain.
I feel like
his
I heard
name,
that
dude.
name too, though. I feel like I heard him in somebody else.
Well, he was definitely in the
story.
So in the Flash, they really go deep into the.
So he
Hawkman.
doesn't. He's been in the. I
Yeah.
definitely heard
Yeah.
enough.
Vandal Savage is the villain.
But he really was just on some fuckboy shit with them. Like I just want
Well,
your
yeah,
bitch.
yeah, because that's the
I
thing.
just want your bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like now, from what I can read, it's about finding the nth metal again.
Ah, okay.
The who?
Nth metal.
I think that's the metal that creates their mace.
Yeah.
That their mace is made of.
Yeah,
Mm.
and also And also their wings. Well, at least Hawkman's for sure his wings.
Oh, okay.
But still, the Hawk.
Both
Hawk,
of them.
Yeah, as a duo. They
Like,
definitely the weakest.
They honestly, not saying they're honestly like the weakest of it, but like they are
of the major Justice League, yeah.
In DC in general though, like they really are just bird people with a mace.
They said they had like some superhuman endurance. It didn't even say power. It said endurance. So they just don't get tired.
They can survive.
No, it didn't even say strength. It said endurance.
It said endurance.
It didn't say strength. It didn't say speed.
No, they ain't got strength enough. That means that they can get their ass beat
Right.
for a long time. They really are cannon fodder.
I didn't see anything about strength.
Elongated Man, which is pretty much Mr. Fantastic. Would you rather be a stretchy person or Hawkman?
I'm definitely
Going stretchy. Okay.
I'll go Hawkman. I ain't trying
You going Hawkman?
Phil, all you can do is just reach.
Hey, you don't know everything that can be.
No,
reached.
elongated man can do a lot of things.
Yeah, you don't know everything that be elongated.
And pretty much your body's rubber.
You don't know everything be elongated.
Okay.
Only fans on deck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, so Zatanna is also that's magic. Are you picking magic
Yes,
over?
100%. Yes.
Okay.
I can make it.
Because if I remember correctly, her only thing is she can't say the same spell twice, right?
I don't know.
I think that was her thing.
But it's like, okay, because she said all her spells was like the words backwards essentially. So if I say, oh, you got to disappear backwards, oh, you just now you I can't see you anymore. Same shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
It's the same shit. I just said it differently.
Like she whoever made her definitely gave her the weakest, easiest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
all she needs is a thesaurus and she good.
Like somebody was like, nigga, we ain't got time to be making up some words, some language. Nigga,
all she needs is a thesaurus and she good.
Yeah,
Like,
at least. Okay, at least.
All right. Now, and this possibly may have changed just because of the most recent show, Green Arrow. Are you picking that over Hawkgirl and Hawkman?
No, Arrow based.
Green Arrow, yes. I'm not.
Yes, because
I'm not gonna be a bird person.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about his powers is pretty much like Bullseye. He can't miss with the arrow.
I'm not gonna be a bird person.
You don't want to be Harvey Birdman.
No, I'm not like, bro. They like
you don't want to be Harvey Birdman.
Like they can't turn that shit off, nigga. That you are a bird. You are
Birdman's. His looked like he just had a fit.
You said who?
His looked like it was just a fit.
Who, Birdman?
His did.
No, Birdman he transforms. If I'm not mistaken.
This looked like it's a fit.
Oh no, that's I thought you were talking about Birdman. Hawkman is a. It may be a fit. I don't know.
Well, you think it ain't no wing? You thought the wings ain't real?
In Hawkman, I don't know.
It looked like it's attached to whatever that yellow, like his yellow vest.
I feel like that's part of this. I feel like his wings come out the back. If you tell me his niggas die and come back and they get wings, like, bro,
because it's all supposed to be nth metal. That's what I'm saying.
Does Hawkman have real wings? I'm looking.
All right, let me know.
Like, but Birdman,
if you convert,
he is Birdman.
Yeah.
That's a terrible power. But you know what? It's actually not terrible.
I don't even know what his
power. Because he can turn it on and off. That's why it's not power. That's why it's not terrible.
I don't even know what Birdman's powers are.
That's why it's like it's not bad because he can turn it off and on. Like
you gonna become a lawyer with Birdman. You a lawyer by day.
Right. You can be Birdman by night. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about Hawkman. I'm not talking about Harvey.
I know.
Birdman attorney law. I'm talking about Birdman the show before he became attorney.
I don't even know what that nigga did.
I don't either.
Like Harvey.
Just like Space Ghost.
I don't remember Space Ghost, right? Like, I really don't remember these niggas having regular jobs.
No, Space Ghost, my memory of Space Ghost is Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Bro, Harvey Birdman and Space Ghost, my only imagination, like, my only memories of them niggas is their retirement jobs.
Right.
You were a superhero, I guess, but I'm loving this show that you got now.
In the New 52, the Vanagarians, that's what they call it, they lost their wings due to a disease spread by the Daemonites. So his wings are not
Daemonites.
I don't know. That's what there's a whole bunch of.
I wondered if they misspelled Daxamite.
In Smallville, he had actual rings that sprouted, but in the comics, no.
So in the comics, he doesn't have.
So he got so it's a fit.
So it really is a fit that lets him fly.
Yeah, they're aided by gravity defying nth metal. So yeah.
So he can take it off.
Yeah.
So that means he had really a regular person that just puts on the armor to be Hawk.
But he also has the endurance.
That just means you just gonna die. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
even, you can't die. It's not even that, because you can definitely die.
still
You
die.
just
can
can't.
die,
You don't get
but I'm
tired.
gonna come back. I'm gonna come.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
get tired.
You don't get tired.
You can fight a nigga for like hours.
So you talking about your long? You talking about your elongated man?
I would edge over.
You talking about your elongated man and your OnlyFans?
Fuck them wings. Like, nigga, you want to fight? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'm saying you talking about your
I'm gonna be bouncing around this bitch like, you want to fight, nigga?
No, but I'm saying you talking about your elongated man and your OnlyFans. Imagine how great your OnlyFans is gonna be if you got a 3-hour video of you just the entire
24 hour
time.
OnlyFans
Right.
sale, we live.
The entire
We live for
time.
24 hours. I'm out here killing bitches, nigga. Like we gonna just run through the line like,
Right.
like dog, like 24 hours.
What?
Like,
My fault. What was you about to say?
I was on
no, that's what I was. No, that's what I said. Like,
just
that's what I said. Like, yeah, now knowing that it's not like I'm not a bird person,
They still the weakest Justice League members.
but I don't have to be a Justice League member. I'm just trying to survive through life. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
gonna retire from the Justice League?
like if a nigga hit me like, we need you to do some shit, like, cause I ain't got the, like, I don't have the endurance for that. You know what I'm saying?
fair.
Wait, so if you a superhero and the Justice League said we need you to fight,
Bro,
you
my
ain't
only
going?
power is I'm gonna die
You
slower.
ain't going?
My only power is I'm gonna die slower.
But you around all these super like you ain't accounting for all the other people around you. Like you got a
right.
squad.
So I'm gonna be
Okay,
like,
pull that
that's
up a little bit because you. No, pull it out.
Oh, pull
you
it back
peeking,
out.
yeah.
But that's gonna be the problem, because they're gonna be like, I'm gonna be sitting chilling, and they're gonna be like, you ain't doing shit, like, bro.
Fam, you got the metal mace.
Mace. You can still
Wait,
fight.
does Hawkman have the mace too, or is that just Hawk
No,
Girl?
they both got the mace.
I'm gonna get it. They both. That's why I said I don't like them
Okay.
both, 'cause they both got the same man.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's
Like
exact
y'all,
same.
y'all like someone
It's man,
was
woman,
lazy as
exact same.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Like someone's extremely lazy, bro. Like, but it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna definitely still sit back. And they gonna be like, bro, you not coming in this? And I'm like, look, I got endurance for y'all. So when y'all tire
Hold
out,
on.
I jump in.
But
You know
here's
what I'm saying?
you think about the Justice League when they fight the big boss, they always gotta also fight. They gotta fight the henchmen. You can shine against the henchmen. You just ain't gotta go against
shine there.
Darkseid.
Like I'm just
You,
like,
you ain't gotta fight Darkseid, but you can fight.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
you can
that's what
fight his
that's-
what they call it.
The parademons.
You can fight the parademon.
I mean, that's what happens though, because it's like when you do see Hawk Girl or whatever go into the nigga.
Matter
One
of fact,
little backhand and bitch, you
but to
like
be
2
fair-
blocks down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of the two, Hawk Girl better, because I forgot there was a Hawk Man.
Oh, yeah, Hawk
I
Girl-
definitely
Completely forgot there was a Hawk Man.
forgot there was a
no,
Hawk
Hawk
Man.
Girl definitely
Because
better.
she definitely
busy.
get more shine than
She
he
definitely had put more work in. She was in the gym. She was in the gym.
I feel like if we looked at Hawkman and they'd be like, "That's all this nigga do is get his ass beat."
do.
Hey, that's all
Oh,
this
what
nigga do.
happened?
What?
Oh, this
Oh, we
nigga
hit-
went
we-
to the.
we
Oh,
done.
we did.
We
We set an alarm on it,
No,
that's
but
not-
apparently it
that's
don't go to
max go.
triple digits.
huh? It don't. Oh, it don't
Yeah,
go to.
that's the
Okay,
grind.
we hit the 99.
Yeah.
I just thought the second one would just go away. And,
Yeah, like get a shift down.
yeah.
So we know we got an hour and a half in right now.
So it's only an hour and a half window of it. Okay.
A little hour 40.
Okay. So I mean, I respect it. Like, so we know, at least we know that. So if you guys start the bitch over, we going deep.
going low.
Yeah.
We going deep, nigga. Like,
Well, let's get into
like,
recommendations.
Yeah.
We
All
right, all right.
already at an hour and a half for sure.
I'll go first. My recommendation, because I feel like Bacardi was going to recommend it if I didn't. I'm going to go ahead and recommend the Book of Boba Fett, especially episode
Oh, no,
5.
I'm not gonna recommend what's it called? The Netflix show we was watching.
That's my
earlier.
second recommendation. I
Oh,
was,
you gonna slide? You want to just say that? You ain't even finished watching it.
that's why I also didn't want to recommend. But the Book of Boba Fett, episode 5. We didn't get a chance to get into
Yeah,
it.
we didn't get to talk about it at all.
But bro,
That's why I said I feel like we gotta just make more random content, bro. Because it's like we can't get it all out in the podcast,
right?
Where like you
Just-
gotta like you want to talk about these things,
Just do
bro.
it.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
here, just do it now. We just doing
Yeah.
it now.
What I like about the Book of Boba Fett is where the Mandalorian was a Western. I was telling Bacardi this earlier. I feel like this is like a mob show because he's a crime
He
lord
definitely
who he's trying to like tell all these different warring families like, hey, I'm trying to have us all eat.
Yeah. When you told me
And
this, I didn't. I was like, you
It,
know
it
what?
felt
I
it
like
felt
a little
very
bit more.
Godfatherish, especially when they were all sitting at his table. And I think that was episode 4.
Yeah, episode
when they were
4,
all
yeah.
sitting at his table, and he sort of telling him like, "Look, all this warring ain't really good for business,
Yeah.
and we should band together to handle this.
Well,
These
he-
people who ain't really fucking
True.
fucking shit up."
And I think where we got mixed up at, and I think and the reason why that makes way more sense, because we got so used to Mando that
Yeah.
we forgot that like like low key, Boba Fett was he was legit just a bounty hunter.
And that's and he said it. He said at the beginning, he was like, "I'm not a bounty hunter anymore."
Yeah,
that's not me anymore.
But I'm just saying, we forget that.
No,
yeah,
like Mando, he had a purpose with Baby
was
Yoda.
A bounty hunter.
Yeah,
like the Western of Mando makes sense because he was still a bounty hunter.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Whereas
so he's literally doing that.
He's a crime lord. He's trying to unite the families.
Yeah.
Under his reign, of course, but he's trying to unite the families. He's trying to, y'all got to come to me. So when I realized it was that, I was like, oh, I love this. Because I love The Godfather. So I was like, I love this. And episode 5, episode 5 was just Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. Like, when I...
And I said because... but I told this because it came in. Like, I'm going to let you finish.
No, yeah, of course.
It's just that. Because it came in, like, seeing... Knowing, like, once he told me the knowledge of, like just saying, like, it's like looking at it like a mob movie or a mob show or whatever, I'm like, I see that.
Yeah.
So then when the episode 5 slides in, like, that Western again, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shakes it up again, like, now we back on some fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we back on some real.
And, like, even the way it ended, because the way it ended, it was Fennec Shand, she's there, like, hey, we need more muscle because we got a job coming. Yeah. That's mob shit. Yeah, hey, we got a big hit coming.
Right, like, and you about it was like we're like
we calling in the favors.
Like what it did acknowledge the fact that you do see the difference between like Boba Fett is no longer a bounty hunter.
Right.
You are. So we need your services.
Yeah. Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you are.
It was literally it felt almost like we're calling the family back together because we got some business to take care of. You can go do all your other stuff, but when the family calls, we kind of need you here.
And like I said, and because it's like we didn't get the origin story of the Mandalorian in the seasons. But I feel like this episode was his, like, the true
like
start of his origin.
Yeah.
Like, we know where he came from, but, like, what is the purpose of him in this show?
Yeah.
Is this episode. Like, this is the origin, like, where you finna go now. So it's like, getting that, knowing, like, bro, this nigga finna be more than a bounty hunter. Like, this nigga finna be...
And
like,
just on some pure just Star Wars, I love what they're doing with the Darksaber.
Me too.
Like, when I saw... When he cut the nigga in half, I was like, let's fucking go.
Like, I didn't even realize, until he got to the like, back to the base or whatever, like, with the other Mandalorians, that he cut himself.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, me too.
I
thought so too.
You know what I'm saying? So when he told him, like, this is the Darksaber what did it, and that's what even pinpointed the fact that it's like, I didn't know that he was. You didn't see that in the first fight that he was struggling with the blade.
No,
I didn't notice that.
Because I mean, he pretty much handled them pretty easily. Mm-hmm. Like once,
but I mean that would mean that his cut had to been at a point where it got heavy or something for him,
right?
In Atlanta that we didn't notice that because he just kind of swinging. Yeah. Wow, like that's what I'm saying. I didn't like. I'm like that's why I'm like, how you cut your fucking self and you was slicing through everybody,
right?
Like, how did you?
But actually, what's funny is like when you think about it, like we always talk about that, like in general, like when especially with the dark side, like they create all these things. You're like, fam, at some point somebody had to fuck themselves up. Yeah. With this, like you got this sword that
like
comes
you
out.
Lost your leg.
You got this saber that comes out this way and this way. You got the saber that goes like this. Like,
right. You got point, the one. What is it? One of the Sith acolytes. They got the one that they just hold the middle and it's spinning. Yeah. Like, it's like
at some point
somebody fucked themselves up.
Like you lost your
and that's what I love about what they're doing with the Star Wars universe. Everything, every little joke that we ever had, like about the stormtroopers shooting. Yeah. Show that in Mando. Yeah. Like it's like every little joke that we had, they're addressing it. Like. Yeah. Like
he cut his leg and he was salty about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like half the show he just like, bro, this shit. Like he like we got another job. He like, you save that shit.
Right.
Save that shit. Like I gotta get this leg taken care of.
Right.
I gotta get this leg taken care of. Save all that shit.
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I could talk about that series, especially as it ties in the Mandalorian. What I feel like it's gonna do in the future for hours. Yeah. But definitely watch it. Go back, rewatch The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and shit. Let's talk.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely like I said, like it's that like I said, we and Diz talked about it earlier a lot. Like my theory, even my theory.
You said what?
You said let's talk.
No, I'm saying let's talk.
Oh, I thought you. I'm like, what the fuck is let's talk? I'm like, what the fuck?
Googling let's talk.
I was like, I ain't never heard of that.
Googling let's talk.
But If you haven't watched Star Wars Visions too, though,
Yep.
those short stories are fucking amazing.
Yeah, I haven't watched Star Wars Visions.
So my recommendation is going to be, and I watched it finally in full. I talked about it before because I only watched like the first 4 episodes. But full dive, this RPG is shittier than real life, bro.
Oh, that's an anime. I heard about that.
I didn't hear about that one.
It's such a fucking good anime. So pretty much the premise is like there's this like big like the world is like they have like these immersive RPGs.
Oh, you did talk
Yeah, I
about
talked
this,
about
yeah.
it before. They have these immersive RPGs that you get put into, right?
Mhm.
And like it's like let's say it's like the Grand Theft Auto of RPGs, it's
Right.
coming out. And so like the kid, like he's like, yo, I want to get this game. And it's the game that everybody wants to get. And so what ends up happening is like I think he runs across somebody who asks him for some money, and he accidentally gives them $100 bill versus $1, right? So when he goes to the store to buy the RPG game, he's short. And he's like, damn, man, I ain't got the money. And they're like, well, you can't get it. Get the fuck out. So he's walking.
Damn.
Yeah, so he's walking. He's sad because he can't get it. And he sees like this rinky-dink store. Like this little small rinky-dink store. And they say that they got the game. And he's like, oh, shit. And he's like, yeah, right. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to go in and see. And he goes in, and of course, anime going anime. They got this big busty chick there that's like with the game. And she convinced him, like, yo, you want that game? Like, nah, that's a weak-ass game. Get this game. And she gives him this game. And it's like, it's an old-ass game, but it's like, it's supposed to be like this top, like this really fully immersive game, like no other. And so he gets convinced to get the game, and he gets the game. And what's funny about it is, so like they got the whole fully immersive thing, and he gets into the game, and like first episode, and this is gonna be a spoiler alert, but not necessarily a spoiler because it happens like right in. He gets in the game, and it's like regular RPG, right? So you start off in this world, you're like, okay, and think of it as if like every rules that you know about an RPG, that's what he's thinking. So he gets in this game, he's like, okay, all right, and then he sees like he get introduced to this lady, and he's like, oh, okay, so this is like my childhood best friend. I probably got to start the quest with her and everything like that. So then, so he's like, all right, and so as he's going through like thinking about the RPG, he's like, okay, so I got to get out. This is the starter town. I got to get out the starter town to start my journey.
Yeah.
Okay, he realizes where he's at.
Yeah, right. And he's like, okay, and then so he hears about this lore of this area that he got to go to. So he's like, all right, well, fuck it. Let me get past this. This is the starter stuff. I don't want to do the starter stuff. I want to get into the game. So he asked them immediately, like, I can't forget the name of the city. Let's say the name of the city is like Dark City, whatever. I'm just saying whatever. But he's like, hey, how do I get there? And then the NPCs in the game, they emotions change. And like the guy, which is the brother, he's like, fam, why you trying to go there, bro? Like chill out. And everything like that, and he's like, no, I'm just. He's trying to skip it. He's trying to imagine right if you're playing a game and the NPCs and like this game and you just press an X. That's pretty much what he's trying to do.
Because you're trying to skip all the dialogue.
Like, I want to get into it, and so then the guy, he's like, no, I'm gonna hold you back, and like he's like, fam, I'm just trying to start this journey. And so what ends up happening is he accidentally kills the guy, right?
Okay,
sad.
I remember this.
Yeah, he accidentally kills the guy, and then the sister snaps, like goes into rage mode. He's running and everything like that. So then he's like, fuck it, I'm done with this game right now. He ends the game and everything like that. So then he's like the next day goes on. He's like, let me see what's going on. Let me jump back into this game. Jump back into the game, and he's like, I'm gonna just start over. Can't start over.
I feel like I do
can't start over.
this.
So then he's like, fuck it, I'm hurt right now. Oh, I see some herbs. He gets some herbs. He's like, man, it's not healing. So then another NPC came. He's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, bro, I'm trying to heal. This herb is not working. He's like, no, that's not it. He's like, you gotta wrap you up. He wrap him up. He's like, all right. He's like, well, what? Do I just log out and then I come back in my heal? Like, no, it's gonna take like 5 days. He's like, 5 real days. He's like, what the fuck? And so
hilarious.
What's crazy about it is that's why he says it's shittier than real life. It doesn't follow the rules of an RPG. It's a fully immersive. You can't start over.
It is real life.
It's real life. You can't start over. Whatever happens when you like if you log out, time doesn't pass. You gotta be in the game for the time to pass.
Okay.
To heal and everything.
Yeah, that is trash. I'd be pissed.
And if you die in the game, it destroys your console.
It destroys the console.
It destroys the console.
That's the new thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
and so he's like, "Why the fuck is this game?" Like, and it's funny because like throughout it, like he deals with stuff.
What's it streaming on?
Funimation.
Okay.
Because I mean,
but what's funny about it is like the game. Whoever created the game, they went fully immersive. Like he keep on commenting. Like he's like, so like he at one point he ends up in jail, and he's like, oh man, I gotta pee, and he's like, oh well, at least they got a toilet, and he goes smell. He's like, why the fuck does it smell like a real toilet? He's like, I didn't need this type of realism in my RPG. Like that's his constant thing. It's like it's so much stuff that really happens. He's like, who asked for this in the RPG fucking G? And bro, and then like when the twist happened at the end, like I was like, what the fuck? Like it's so good, and it got one season. It ended right now. I think it's gonna be coming back. I don't know, but it ends on a high note where you're like, man, where the fuck the next season at? Like it was like it escalates so fast, and what's funny again, like for us, you know, for geeks and nerds who play RPGs, it's funny because it's like it's an RPG, but it doesn't follow the rules of the RPGs because it's like. Everything, anything that you think of, like, but
it reminds me. It sounds like what you describing. It reminds me of that's the premise of what I heard. Like DayZ really is. Like DayZ really is. Like whatever happens to you, if you try to just like, oh shit, I'm finna rage quit. Like you come back, it's no nigga. Yeah. It ain't nothing.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like, and like, that's what's funny about it because he's like, but what's really hilarious is the ranking system. So immediately when it happens, you get a ranking system. They try to hide it, so it's not above your head. They give you a necklace. So in the necklace, it like immediately first episode it says best friend killer. So now everybody knows him as best friend killer, right?
Oh, so it's almost like
is it like a rapper chain? Like it's just like a word, like a chain?
It's just like a little chain. It just says best friend, and everybody knows him as best friend killer. And so he goes through it, and then like there's one point, again spoiler, but not necessarily spoiler, but there's one point where like they say, oh no, the government's like, you're good on, you're like, we're gonna quit, like we're gonna wipe out all the charges. Yeah. So he's like, oh shit, I'm good now, I ain't gotta worry about it. And he walking through the neighborhood and they're like, man, fuck you, man, you best friend. He's like, what the fuck? They just told me I'm good. They was like, yeah, so in like, yeah, they may have, but the public appeal still is like, you best friend killer. He's like,
they still know what you did. Yeah. Like, we still know what you did.
So
nigga.
It's almost, yeah, that's wild.
So it's a funny anime, but like it's just like the way it goes and everything. It's such a good full dive, man. That's my shit right now, bro.
Okay.
Full dive. This RPG is shittier than real life. That is my recommendation.
I mean, mine's gonna be Demon Slayer. Like if you're like, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean,
just in general, like I said, you definitely took mine. That was gonna
because I didn't want to, like you said, I didn't want to.
You had to, so you could have gave.
No,
me.
because so all of us are going to die, or all of us are dead. It literally came out today.
Oh, did it come out today?
Yeah, it came out today.
Oh, so the trailer was okay.
So I was only those episodes wonder. So I thought I watched like 6 episodes. I watched 3. Those episodes are so fucking long. Yeah. So much happens.
You don't talk about it. You
no, I'm not.
You gonna take my reservation? No, you're not doing that.
So
Slayer.
I couldn't recommend that.
Demon Slayer, because the entertainment district is bananas. Like,
crazy.
Like, you know
bro,
what I'm saying?
before you get in there, I just want to say real quick. Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan has been killing. Have you been watching that?
Yeah, I watched Attack on Titan.
Oh my god. Attack on Titan been
like my anime. It's been really hard for me to watch really a lot of the like only like Peacemaker and a couple shit has been like my own, but it's like anime because it's been like everybody's been coming back. Like I said, like it's been hard for me to to not watch those after having a work week, whatever. It's like, bro, I don't give a everybody else. Like I need to catch back up to, you know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to get to a point where it's like, give it some weeks or some time. But it's like, nah, bro, I need to know what's going on. Because social media does it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know what's going on. Like,
fam, it was rough this week. Like I said, I missed Demon Slayer last Sunday. So I was busy all week. Didn't get a chance to watch it till today. Yeah. But I was like, bro, there were so many threads I had to mute.
Yeah, It's like the Demon Slayer. If no one's started, if you haven't started watching the season yet, like the entertainment district arc. And I heard it's still short. Like I know.
Yeah, I heard it was still short too.
It's only finna get to the end of it because even watching this last episode, we know this like the big fight.
It seemed like it seemed like it's
which we only are really like 6 episodes in. Yeah. You know
7, I think.
7, yeah.
Yeah, 7.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like, but like, bro, like, fam, like, what's the sound dude name? What's the sound?
Tengen, right?
Yeah, Tengen is like. For one, we didn't get, and I was telling Disney, like, bro, we didn't get the flame dude. Like, we didn't. We know what we wanted to see his future be. We didn't get it.
Yeah, and I was telling, I was like, fam, dude can't die.
Yeah, and I was saying Tengen, like,
he can't.
Tengen, like, now you get a nigga with 3 wives and out here busting ass. Bro, you can't go down.
Speaking of which, the demon, the male demon, he is the biggest hater ever.
Yeah,
the nigga heard about his life, and I think I want to say it was HBCU anime who was like, they was like nigga was literally like, oh, you got 3 wives, you handsome, and you can fight? Nah, son, you living too good.
Nigga.
Nah, nigga, you living too good. You gotta die. Like,
hey, nigga.
I hope all the bad things in life happen to you.
Like,
I
really
saw that.
can't, like,
I cried. 'Cause I was like, this nigga is really like, bro, you got it too good. I gotta kill you.
And talking with such a long ass draw.
Fam,
Like,
yes.
I don't like you at all.
That was definitely the haters ball. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Like,
I don't like your
it
shoes.
was like-
I don't like your powers.
I was looking. They don't have it dubbed in English yet. But fam, when y'all do it in English, your voice actor better have that same draw.
He gotta be out of the
You know
same
what's gonna
swag.
be? It's
I
gonna
had
be-
Pimp
it's
named
gonna-
Slipback. I think Cat Williams doing that.
It's gonna be
Right.
Dispo. Remember how shocked we was when Dispo popped up
Oh,
in Dragon Ball Super? We was like, what the
Dog,
fuck?
it can't be.
Like-
I'd be so hurt.
But I'm like, yeah, so Demon Slayer, and like I said, we not even getting. I really love this arc in general because it's like no one's done anything really new yet, other than the fact that we know like Tanjiro is like.
I mean, Nesco did.
Yeah.
No, Nesco like Nesco,
And
but
that
Nesco
controversy
came
around
in
that
and
shit was
gone.
trash.
Nesco came in and gone. Like
She came in.
when it's like now when it's crunch time, it's like, bitch, where you at?
Nesco came in on Black Air because she was New York.
Like, bro,
She was
ass nigga.
My thing is like, bro, how you come in? How you and I remember I watched the episode. I told nigga, said, dog, if she go back in this fucking box
Fam,
after giving all this energy,
when I watched the episode,
Oh, wait, okay. Keep it going.
I was like, I don't know when y'all watched it. I wanted to get in the group like, niggas, y'all gotta watch this now
Question.
because
All right, real quick. And this is really kind of off topic, but what made you laugh more when she stomped him out, or in Attack on Titan? What was the look?
hey,
the look killed me.
the
The
Attack
look
on Titan
killed
look-
me.
hey, hey,
The look
hey.
killed me.
I made a story. Cause I was watching. You saw. I was watching the story. Like the Nasco stop was nothing compared to the fact that this nigga was giving a speech to his people, and he like, you dirty little motherfucker. Like,
Fam,
like
the
who
look
the
killed
fuck
me.
you think you is?
Because
Like,
of the memes that have spawned from
Yeah.
it. I saw one my guy Junie. He said he put one. And it was like when you in class and you wonder why all your friends stop laughing. You turn around and it was just that.
it's like
I cried.
dog, like, the way, like, bro, I watched that episode and I've been saying, I saw the memes first, so I never knew where it came. I'm like, why? What is this thing? So it's like to hear it, like Armin going to this fucking like praise that we gonna do this to save, and they looking like, dog, this nigga behind you acting up, like, and Armin look back and he just like, you bitch ass nigga, like. Who
Dog.
the fuck are you?
Like, I
Like,
rewinded that moment so much.
dog, I was like, I don't even understand. I still don't understand why he looked at him like that. Like,
I don't.
like
I don't.
I understand. Like, what I do understand, like, I know that it's the Marlin thing. Like, I think Armin and them are Eldian, and Fam is Marlian.
Yeah, I think
Marlian.
so.
I think it was really more. It was a slight moment of him like, I'm disgusted by you still.
Hey,
niggas
he was
still.
disgusted.
But the look he gave, like, bro, the Principal Skinner pathetic.
Dog.
That shit is dead.
Dog.
That is dead.
Oh yeah, that's over.
That's dead.
Armin face.
Armin, like,
Dog.
that ain't even Armin. Like, what is? I don't know what dude name.
Oh yeah,
It was
no,
Armin.
yeah. Well,
It was
fuck.
shit.
What the fuck is nigga name?
Like, this nigga show this true colors and be like, you know what? Good luck. Like, that's why I was like, bro, this nigga's a whole ass nigga.
But
My
no, those
fault,
Nesco
my
stomps
fault.
were those were also still mad disrespectful.
Yeah, like, dog, like, I was like,
That was
so-
super fuck your couch.
It was. So yeah, I mean, so another recommendation. I got Attack on Titan just for that meme. Like, just if y'all don't understand what we talking about, the last
my
episode so
God.
far was the episode. I don't know what episode it was, but
I don't-
episode it was.
I
Last
don't-
episode that just
All I
aired.
know is that I laughed so fucking
Yeah.
hard at that
Bro,
shit.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was the fact that you drew. I'm like, why is this here? Like,
Yeah.
like, bro, and the setup. Cause I'm like, what the fuck is y'all looking at? Like, cause they was not looking at Armin no more. They like, dog, Check behind you. Like,
Fair, because that look was so.
I mean, what we didn't see is the actual slow turn. Because whatever they saw while Armin talking, this nigga like, bitch ass nigga. Like, and they watching that like, bro, you good? Like, you good? Like,
that's fair. We didn't see
this nigga
that.
was looking out on the horizon, and that's this nigga looking back like, you ugly motherfucker.
That
like,
is fair. We didn't see that. That would have been
dirty ass. So that scene. Did y'all see the memes? Did y'all see the meme that we were talking about? Like, they were talking about how Famine putting a lot of memes in, like, meme things he saw in Attack on Titan.
Nah.
So, did you read the manga, Attack on Titan manga? So do you remember the meme of the little black boy in the school drawing like an argue like that's actually in the manga? Really?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go
there's
find
a
that.
school scene. I gotta find the meme.
I gotta go find
that. There's a
that.
school scene in Attack on Titan where they all in school, and in the background is literally the drawing of that black boy doing the yelling.
Hilarious.
And they said that he's a fan of memes.
That's
so he slides memes and shit like that.
That's dope.
So that someone was trying to say that face is a meme with the Skinner meme, like him, like his version of the Skinner meme.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the pathetic, like saying like pathetic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, that was worse than pathetic.
It's worse than pathetic. But the black boy's meme looks exactly like it's a hand drawing, so you can't really tell, but it's the whole mouth, yell, everything. You could tell like this nigga really drew that terrorized like that black dude, that little black boy drawing the school shit face.
I'm trying to find it now.
I know. I'm trying to see if I can.
All right. Well, what you said you got a second one?
No, that was it.
That was it. All right. Well, then OG recommendation again. I talked about it at the beginning of the podcast, but man, definitely, man, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/GeeksetPodcast. We got so much content that's about to come. Oh yeah. We got so much content that is about to come.
You see it?
Man.
You found it?
Geekset Rewind.
I told you that's what they do cold though.
Yeah.
They said it's a lot of hidden meme shit. It's a lot of hidden meme shits in the
Sorry,
in Attack on Titan.
It just
in the Attack on Titan story, like in the manga, he said there's a lot of hidden memes that is in there.
All right, but yeah, man, like we got like Geekset Rewind is back. 101 with Deuces is back, man. Right now, the David Cronson episode is out. If you are listening to this, the Kel Mitchell episode is out, which was a really dope. Also, if you are watching this and you've been listening to the podcast, Kel Mitchell showed some love to Rock, bro.
He showed some love to Rock?
Yeah, we was talking about 90s shows and everything like that, and one of the shows, matter of fact, in his top 5, we did a top 5 90s shows, and Rock was in his top 5, and I was like, two of my co-hosts are going to appreciate that.
Shout out to Kel then, I fuck with it.
But that was such a dope man, like, bro.
I was here for that, so like my thing is like I'm going to co-sign with you on that because I was here for that interview where I had to really be. I was wild. Cause I was on the phone with somebody, I'm like, I did this nigga interviewing Kel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it was a dope interview. That was probably the most attentive, like, being here in the studio and, like, hearing it. Like, it was the most attentive I heard. I didn't know a lot of shit that he was even doing with his life.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
bro, Kel's story is so crazy, and it makes, and, you know, we had a moment where we talked about, like, you know, see, he's an active youth pastor right now. And,
didn't know that either.
And he's also from Chicago, from the south side of Chicago as well. And you know, one of the things we talk about is authenticity. And he was saying that the reason why, like, you know, it's easy for him to connect to the youth because we know, like, coming from where we come from, it's easy for us to point out when somebody's faking it. And Kel, he talked about, you know, like, in our interview, he talked about, like, there was a moment, like, you know what I'm saying, he was contemplating suicide. He was talking about death in his family because, like, some of his family still live in the south side of Chicago, and they're still in that thick of it.
Give them all of it.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, in that interview, we have so much stuff that we talked about.
It was deep, bro.
It was really dope, man.
I was watching it earlier.
Yeah, it was such a dope episode, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know what I'm saying, I just announced, you know, recently, like, we got Cedric Yarbo. There's the other ones I didn't announce yet that, you know, we know about, but like we are talking to legends this season, bro.
This
season
is
go legends.
Time. This go time is like a lot of
this
legends.
This season is legends, but like, again, you know what I'm saying, the podcast episodes, you know what I'm saying, we got a new show that we cooking up that, you know, that Bacardi is heading.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
No,
that one we just talked about.
No, but he talking about the other show.
Talking about your show.
Cause it still hasn't released. Patreon, you might get an exclusive look.
Yeah,
we should at least get Patreon a look.
Yeah. But again, speaking of Patreon, man, sign up to our Patreon, patreon.com/geekset. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get behind the scenes. You're going to get first looks. You're going to get early access to episodes. You're going to get the opportunity to ask questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get to ask Kel questions. Get to ask some of these legends that I'm going to be talking to this season questions. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, we may do something exclusive for Patreon. Make sure you go to GeeksetPodcast.com. We got a lot of stuff going. Bacardi right now is actively working on revamping the shop, and we got a lot of great things. Geek 2.0. Again,
y'all see it?
I told y'all
You
at the beginning.
see
Some new
That's
stuff.
my Tony Baker voice.
Geek 2.0 is coming, and Bacardi got some amazing shit cooked up for it, man.
I'm so happy about
Yeah,
this. I'm really geeked about this new launch, pun intended. And I
Yeah.
said it in the story, like, pun intended. I'm extremely geeked about the choices I've made in the clothing, the fashion, the quality. Everything is more of, like, my idea and what I think is really, like, I didn't mean to butt in. But
butt in.
I'm excited to the highest degree on, I feel like the path that I started right now for this year 2 is going to go into bigger and better things for fashion and for Geekset and just in general, just to geek, you know what I'm saying? Like, geek wear. I wanted to call it geek wear. That's Geekset fashion and geek wear in general. Like, it's really, it's a really great feeling.
Yeah, and then also, man, our Discord, man, just a whole bunch of dope individuals talking about all sorts of topics, man. Make sure you look at the link in the description, man. We got our Discord in that. It's just really dope individuals, and as always, man, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.